what I could, and to my surprise,
And we're
my fish
live
were
on this wonderful Monday night here at Playotic Games. I am downing my anxiety meds because I had to downgrade OBS on the fly there because suddenly it decided that it didn't want to work tonight. After I had been messing with it all day, it said, you know what? Fuck you. We're not doing the Unpaired tonight, so give me a moment to just catch my breath.
I'm sorry I brought the unluck.
You know what? That is why we call it the Unprepared, because it is one-shots with zero preparation. And we have some new friends tonight. I, of course, am your Master of Playoffs, Nolan, and with me tonight are our lovely players, some new faces here tonight who will momentarily have a chance to introduce themselves. But first, I just need a fucking moment. Jesus, how is everybody's day, all things aside?
I was short-staffed at work all day.
Oh, perfect. So you're coming from one chaotic energy right into another.
Yeah.
Love that.
Excellent.
Drive through all by myself, 3 hours.
Fucking lovely. For the astute among you, you might notice yet again a new layout, and we are already at level 3, which means there's going to be 2 playoff surges here in a moment. And what do you mean, level 3? Well, you see, our ever-endearing mascot, Nyx, has decided to join the party every Monday for the Unprepared, and what that means is that by subscribing and supporting us, you are directly leveling up Nyx, who will have additional spells and abilities. If you look down in the channel points, Nyx now has Minor Illusion, True Strike, Guidance, Bane, Bless, and Identify. And every time Nyx levels up, they gain some additional spells. And you can see sort of right there in the middle of the screen, 3 subs, we're at level 3. We're level 2.
Yeah, we're level 2.
So what? At 3 subs, Nyx will be level 3, and so on and so forth. Sorry, getting a little confused myself. But that doesn't matter to our lovely players tonight. We got Ash, we got Glow, we got Ethan. Do y'all have anything you want to say tonight? Anything you want to get off your chest? Oh, you want to talk about Misty Mountain Gaming. Of course you do. Of course you would want to talk about our lovely partner, Misty Mountain Gaming, who, of course, makes fantastic, amazing dice. That is but one thing that they do. They offer a lifetime warranty on everything that they sell. Just keep the bags that they come in or the boxes. That's sort of your proof of purchase. Otherwise, if you buy journals from them, once you fill it up, you can send the journal back, and they'll take the paper out and they'll send it back to you with freshly rebound and everything. They're veteran-owned. They're amazing people, and they crushed GalaxyCon in Richmond this weekend. From what I hear, there was a little bit of a dropped ball on the management of everything, but Rob and Gup came through and saved the day. And of course, if you use the code Playotic15, you get 15% off your purchase, and a little bit of that money goes to us to help keep the lights on and make the shows that you love. We are, in fact, a sponsor, or they are a sponsor, or we're a partner. We're an affiliate. They're not really a sponsor. We're an affiliate. That's the legal wording. FCC, don't come after us.
FCC won't let me be.
The FCC won't let me be. Hang on, Monkey Man. Let me refund that identify. So I feel like I just ran a marathon. Like I hit go live and nothing happened, and like I just immediately hit panic mode and couldn't. Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, Kaylee.
Actually, what's up, Kaylee, Monkey Man? Of course, we couldn't do this without you. Thank you for being here tonight. Yeah. New faces, right? Glow, Ethan. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves, where we can find you, how do we know you, what dirty secrets?
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Yeah, who is your daddy and what does he do? Oh my God, it's a Sumner!
Sumner, wow.
Wow!
Well, I met y'all through Glow. So yeah, there we go.
You know that moment in Fifth Element when Roddy Piper, which definitely isn't his name, Ruby Rod, was just like, hit it, D-man! And he's just like, hi.
It's good.
I feel like that moment, we just had that sort of moment, which is totally fine. No pressure. You guys don't have to put on a performance. your lovely faces and attitudes and personalities are the only reason we have you on tonight. So don't feel like you have to be performative in any way.
Oh, I will be.
Hey, go for it. Sorry, I'm just downing the last of my anxiety meds because a bottle of Old Crow is cheaper than anxiety medication in this lovely state of America. Speaking of shitty healthcare, did you know that we are doing an all-year-round fundraising for Extra Life? We are currently at $276 of our $1,500 goal.
For the kids.
It's for the kids because kids don't even get to work to pay off their medical debt. They have to rely on their parents and fucking GoFundMes and the generosity of strangers because when little Timmy gets fucking leukemia, he's like, but mommy, well, daddy, why don't I get to go to the hospital? Because little Timmy, we live in a country with privatized healthcare, so get fucked. And Extra Life, they help raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
Timmy?
He gets fucking spine busted through a barbed wire table by Onita Spinebuster and Cinderblock, and it doesn't end well.
Yeah. By God, he's been broken in half.
Yes. But Extra Life Tabletop Weekend will be coming up April 12th through 14th, Friday from 5 p.m. to midnight, Saturday pretty much all day, 10 a.m. to midnight or like 11 a.m. to midnight, and then Sunday the same. There's going to be so many games, so many friends. They're going to be running games. So if you want a fuck ton of D&D, and probably other things, maybe Starfinder, Call of Cthulhu, and other games, be sure to check out. Probably Pathfinder, maybe. Maybe I'll run a Pathfinder game. We'll see. It's gonna be so good. I feel like I've plugged so many things. Hey, you like this beanie? Check out our fucking store. You want to join the Discord? Just fucking join the Discord. There's the Extra Life. What else? I just want to play some D&D. What about you guys?
Yeah.
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 That's what we're here for, man.
All right. Well, tonight we are running the Masque of Worms, which is a one-shot from the Arcane Library. It was originally written for Mac Castle or Castle Mac. I don't think they do things anymore, honestly.
What the fuck is that?
They used to stream on Twitch, but they did the Edgar Allan Poe house in whatever state or location that is. They did a D&D game in the Edgar Allan Poe house. And the Arcane Library, which I believe is just this one person, Kelsey Dione, or Dione, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, she wrote this adventure for Castle Mac to play in the Edgar Allan Poe house. So allegedly, this adventure, designed for 5 or 6 players of first level, is very Edgar Allan Poe inspired. And knowing nothing about quoth the Raven, drop it low.
Drop it low.
I we'll see how good of an Edgar Allan Poe vibe I can get because I really don't know much. So I'm sorry.
This is terrible.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're already off to a horrible start here, but that is what the Unprepared is. So for those of you unfamiliar, which would probably include
Christ,
Ethan
Nolan.
and Glow here, the Unprepared is an acronym. As I try to pull it up because I can never fucking remember
Monkey
it.
Man knows it.
Monkey Man does know it. He knows the acronym. It's the Unorthodox Non-Persons and Persons for Recruited Excursions, Plunders, and Reckless Expedient Discovery. They are a group of adventurers that hang out in the Placeholder Pub every week. And they're mercenaries for hire. And because of the nature of the Placeholder Pub, it exists in sort of like in and out of space-time. So it's always conveniently nearby where you need to go. So you don't have to spend a whole episode traveling where you need to go. You get the job and then you leave. So
The pub is actually a Denny's.
the pub is a Denny's, as established in episode 1 by Pribnow Vorath and Ilvi. Sorry, Mick, if I got your character's name wrong. The pub is now a Denny's. The head waitress is Linda, and it is not just a Denny's. It's anything you want it to be. If you want it to be a WAFFLE H to the O to the USE, it can be a Waffle House. So it can be whatever you want it to be. Truly. Sorry, once again, I feel like I'm just riding a high here of uninstalling and reinstalling OBS, hoping we can get it running before stream. And there is still bits for haste, but Nick's Knight might not be high enough level yet to cast haste. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyway, you all are just hanging out. Ilvi, you are, I think, the most experienced adventurer so far of the Unprepared. You've gone on 5 or 6 jobs now, every time successfully. So you're hanging out in this pub, and you see a couple of newbies. You see a blue dragonborn, I believe, and not a chair. I don't remember.
Jesus Christ.
I remember that you're not a chair. That's the only
No,
thing I do
that's-
remember.
That's a different guy.
That's a different guy. Thank you
Yeah.
for correcting that.
Yes.
While you acquaint yourself, Ilvi, you notice these 2 newbies that sitting at a table, sort of discussing amongst themselves, like, do we just go up to the board? Like, how do we get a job? Like, they seem kind of confused
they
about how things
sitting?
work. Yeah, they're sitting at a table,
I
just
would
like by
to
themselves.
bring my plate of moons over my hammy to them and sit down. Hello.
Hey, we were just talking about slavery.
Oh, that sounds
what's
terrible.
your take on it?
It depends on what you're enslaving.
Anything really.
Snake
You
people?
know, yeah, I mean, I just prefer things that don't fight back a whole lot.
Grungs.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
them.
something like that.
Yeah.
I sit in shame pretending to ignore him and pretend I don't know him.
Yeah. Slavery is what's up with all the cool kids that are talking about. You know. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name. What was it?
My name is Ilvi. What race am I right now, Nolan? What did I?
At the end of, let's see, it was when you were talking to Captain Krabs. I think that was the last time you shapeshifted, and you turned into a crab, or no, you turned into, what did you turn into?
I was a dragonborn.
Yeah, you turned into something topical in the moment, but I mean, at this point, it's been a couple of weeks. You can.
I'm back to being a fearbog. Fuck it.
Yeah, but real quick, let's address this before I forget. Due to the level up of Nyx, we get a Playotic Surge.
That's like way off.
Oh, it's totally off screen. What the hell? Oh, fuck, I swear to God, the downsides of uninstalling OBS right before stream. What can I tell you?
Fix it.
Did anybody see the number that was rolled? Because
No.
I sure fucking didn't.
Sure the fuck did not.
Okay,
No.
let's maybe try that one more time. Because of the level up to Nyx, we got a Playotic Surge. I didn't see the dice that time. Did anybody see the dice?
Not that I saw.
God
Monkey
damn.
Man, I'm not introducing them to Ludacris.
Loon! Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any dice.
Yeah,
Of
no.
course
Oh,
not.
I didn't even know that I could end up like. Where are you guys at?
We're on
I
Twitch.
can't- I
Yeah.
Oh, it's because it's off screen, of course. Of course, that's
okay. Well,
There we go. Hey, it's a 95.
That's good. That's a good number.
Kaylee creates a minor illusion to
dice.
create the dice. Fuck. Okay, let's try this Playotic Surge one more time. Playotic Surge.
I love this. This is on Twitch.
Look,
Okay,
it's
I
not
see,
my
I
fault.
see,
I
I
think
see.
OBS updated and it broke the stream deck or something.
Oh, there we go, dice.
Hey,
no.
okay. I think
Oh.
I'm gonna go with the 95. Let me look. I'll look
Oh,
at the
no,
90s.
I don't-
I'll look at the 95.
Says
I'll look at the
17.
7.
I don't like low numbers on this table. They're all
Dice
bad.
said, the dice says 17.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, oh, I have such a. I have a. I have a choice. I have a choice. I'm gonna go with the 17. The reason being is it's the roll that worked as planned, but also because it's the funniest. Oh my god. Okay. Let me make sure the bless thing actually works. Of course it didn't. Fucking goddamn OBS updates breaking fucking all the shit. Why did it have to? I should have known. When I saw the stupid thing that was like, oh, do you want to update OBS? I was like, yeah, of course I do, because they fixed the slideshow. And I was so blinded by the slideshow being fixed that I completely ignored the fact that it typically breaks everything else. So we're going to just suffer through it today. No, it's totally fine, Summer. Don't feel bad at all. It's just, I will fix it later. But you all, as you're sitting there discussing the merits of slavery, are filled with an unyielding, all-consuming rage until your next short rest. The rage is not directed at any friends or allies unless provoked, and it is great enough that rational thought is nearly impossible. Violence is almost a guaranteed side effect. However, if you please make me a wisdom saving throw, that's a d20 plus the modifier up in the wisdom saving throw area, let me know what you get. The rage!
I got a 16.
Hold on.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I got a 16!
You got a 16!
18.
18, okay.
21.
21. All right, so, give me a moment here while I find the things of the stuff and the thingamabob.
You have
Ilvi...
gadgets and gizmos aplenty.
Yeah, so, where's your character names? Azula and Mar, you are able to sort of... You're real mad. You are upset at everything. However, you can think rationally.
Oh boy.
Ilvi, however, there is no logic. There is only rage.
I throw my moons over my hammy at Linda's head.
Oh dear! Was it not to your liking?
It was great!
I'm confused then. Why did you throw it to my head?
Because it was so delicious, I needed to throw it at you to tell you.
Oh, that doesn't make any sense.
Nothing makes sense right now, Linda.
Well, let me tell you this. Maybe I could get you a job to get you out of here. I mean, to get your mind off of this.
I will tip you greatly in seashells. I found them on the beach.
Oh, that's perfectly useful and
Yeah,
exactly
throw
what
pocket
I
sand
need
in
at
her
this
face.
moment. What?
Pocket sand.
Ah, the grain. I can't read the scroll here.
I will take this, and I rip it out of her hand.
Ah!
And throw it on the table.
I haven't even
All right,
read this yet.
I
One moment.
want to glance over at it and realize that the words and letters are just shifting back and forth. I might be
On the paper?
dyslexic. Yeah.
Can you not read?
Oh no! It definitely says something. I just can't really see it.
That's a
Hey!
shame.
I'm pretty
Mix
sure
is
that's called
leveled up to
dyslexia.
level 3. You know what that means.
Is it a Playotic surge? I swear to Christ. This feels like hazing.
God, everything is off-center, and it's... Okay, we're just gonna deal with it. We're just dealing with the off-centerness tonight, okay? I'll fix it later.
What? Where's the dice?
They should come.
There it is. Okay.
26.
26. All right. You all now benefit or suffer from the effects of...
Thank you, Cola, for that ban.
Yes, thank you for that ban hammer. Extremity. Your next D20 roll can either be only a 1 or a 20. So whatever you roll, you round it up. So if you roll an 11 or higher, it's a 20. If you roll a 10 or lower, it's a 1.
Damn
your
it.
next D20 roll.
Shit.
Thanks to
that.
Mick for casting Aid at 2nd level, you all gain 10 to your maximum HP for the remainder of the episode. And you are healed for that amount. So if your current HP is 15, you now have 25 HP for the remainder of the episode.
Sweet.
15.
Try to make sure I didn't miss anything else. Please, if I am missing anything, try to let me know, because this was supposed to be nice and smooth, but because
No.
of the OBS issues I had before
It's gonna
stream,
haze the new people.
I haven't read a single fucking word of this. I should probably read the adventure, shouldn't
Please
I?
to be reading the adventure, God.
Let's see.
What, Mick?
Wow, we got another tier 1 sub for 48 months. Thank you, 0077. Playotic Nyx, grow stronger. Let's see. Do we want to appeal to your reward, to your heroism, or to your discovery?
What?
I don't know. Are you more interested in a reward, heroism, or discovery?
I like rewards.
Rewards.
Yeah. So it says on the scroll, now that you've snatched it out of Linda's hand, that you can go. There's a missive from Baron Henrik Rennet, who is requesting heroes to go to Moldavia Manor and bring his Eleanor home.
We are going to Moldavia.
Presumably, Eleanor is missing. It doesn't actually say, but he is offering as a reward knighthood, a pardon for any crimes, or 100 gold pieces for those who accept the call.
I've done so many crimes. I have aided in killing a man by ripping off his face.
Technically, it doesn't really say how we need to bring her back.
Do we know necromancy?
No. But if her heart stops like electricity, I can bring her back. Possibly.
The zip zaps machines.
Yeah, the zaps. Exactly. Except it'll be the whole body, not just the chest.
I say this angrily.
How angry, though?
The zip zaps!
All right, well, I believe that we are
hurts.
all set and ready to go. I think that we would make a grand team. Perhaps we should depart.
I guess. Run to the door.
All right, I'm gonna stroll, almost like in a jig out the door.
Yes.
Jaunty tune.
As you open the door from the placeholder pub, you see before you an elaborate manor, a stone path walking up to it, almost as if it's the pub has teleported you just outside of this location, the Moldavia Manor. In fact, there's a sign that says, "Welcome to Moldavia Manor. My Eleanor is missing."
I vandalize it.
What did you put on it?
I draw a big old penis.
Oh, of course you do. Roll dexterity.
And while she's doing
I'm just
that,
standing there shaking my head like, oh god, what did I get myself into?
Well,
I
it's
want
a
to
1 or
cast
20.
Divine Sense.
Yeah, do you think?
Then don't roll it just yet. I was being silly to see how good of a dick you drew.
It's terrible. I've never seen a penis.
Oh, okay. Ilvi walks up to the sign and begins drawing what looks like an S and then like a similar but different S.
I accidentally draw Stussy.
You accidentally draw a Stussy. There's also a zone of truth suddenly. I need everybody to make a charisma save, I believe it is.
I'm really good at that. Is this a 1 or a 20?
Oh no.
Oh yeah, well it doesn't really. Yeah, this is the 1 or the 20.
I got a 20. If we're doing, yeah.
I got a 15, so I go up to 20.
You got a 20?
Yeah, I got a 14, so I guess a 20.
It's a 20. Okay, so you all succeed. But for the next, I believe, 10 minutes, there is, in this location, a 15-foot radius zone of truth.
I feel like I cannot tell a lie.
Or whiz save, but I guess you're right. But it doesn't really matter because they all rolled 20s, so they save.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
Shit.
Well, I do want to cast Divine Sense.
Okay.
End up seeing if there's, as an action detecting good and evil.
Yeah. I haven't read far enough to answer that question, but I'm gonna think that that's a no from what I have read so far. But is that like a duration? Like, does it last like 10-ish minutes, or is it like an instantaneous thing?
Yeah, so as an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. I can use this feature 3 times.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, so Ilvi draws this Stussy on the sign saying, "Welcome to Moldavia Manor," and then just runs into the wood. He's like, "I have to take piss!
I have to pee, goodbye!"
Well, can I make a perception check?
Absolutely. What are you trying to perceive?
I'm trying to perceive the manor. Now, am I like looking at the manor?
Yeah, so like
Is it
as you
right
open the
there?
door to the pub, there's like a sort of like a path up to the door of the manor.
Okay.
How,
well,
how,
I
how
want
big's the
to-
manor, by the way, roughly?
Ooh, that's a great question. I'm gonna say based on the sort of thematic wording of this, it's fairly large. It's like McMansion in size.
Okay, so like, are we talking like White House?
Yeah, probably White House size. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, like a
Okay.
plantation house.
yeah.
Oh my
and you
gosh,
see,
what is
as-
with you in the slavery thing? Dear Christ.
As you're like sitting there perceiving the manor, you see the floating head of Ilvi floating by, just shouting, "Pee!"
All right.
You know,
well,
not gonna lie, this reminds me back of my military days and the dragon military there.
Yeah, same. Whenever I was being raised in my family household, I remember as guests would pour in through the doors as we would host feasts, and at the end of every night, I made a tradition. Being the 9th son of my family, I would stand up on the table and piss everywhere.
She missed all of that.
I did. I was taking a wicked piss in the woods.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you came back? Okay, well, I'm glad.
He's talking about how he pees on his family table.
It's a ritual at this point. But I would like to walk up to the manor, and I don't want to check anything. I just want to try to open the door.
Yeah. So you walk up to the door. Are you just trying to see if it's unlocked, or if you're trying to like see
Yeah.
if there's like, yeah.
Yeah,
if-
no. I want to pull with all my strength.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you are pretty upset. So, like, you go up to the door, and maybe you didn't realize how mad you were, but you just kind of yank it real good, and roll me a strength check.
All right. 14.
14. You rip the door off the hinges. You go to open it up, and you just off. And you see inside is a man with a red beard and strong jaw. He's tall, but he is sitting down, and he's just in a chair with his head in his hands, just
Look at
sobbing.
this depressed motherfucker right there crying like a little bitch.
He doesn't even care
Wait,
that
wait,
you
how
like rip the
tall?
door off. Oh,
All right.
How tall-
Yeah,
How tall are we talking?
I'm
let's say
6'7",
6'1" for style.
Oh,
Okay.
that's cute.
Short
Yeah.
end of tall.
I'm gonna walk up to him and pat him on the head and be
Tall
like,
for a
"That's
human."
fine. I want to end up. Are there rooms like to the right or the left?"
Yeah, there's definitely rooms in this house, I would assume.
Great, great. All right. Well, I'm gonna pat him on the head and be like, "Huh, that's fine." And I'm gonna walk off into the nearest room and I want to make a perception check.
All right. So you pat him on the head, and he just kind of looks up, and he sees you walk off into the kitchen, and he's just like, "Oh, hello. Can I help you with something?"
Oh my god, he is crying like a little baby in woods.
I know, I don't do feelings very well.
What? We came for to help you find your Lenore? My dear Lenore? Oh shit, he cried.
Beloved Eleanor.
Oh god, now he's crying.
I cast Mage Hand, and have you seen that scene in 30 Rock where he pets Liz with a broom? And he's like, there,
No.
there, that I'm gonna do that.
Consoling from a distance, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, that feels nice.
All right. I'm gonna walk back in and just announce this place doesn't have shit.
Yeah. Yeah, there's let's see, here's some other details on another page that I think we should technically be on by now. The weathered gloomy manor sits amongst dense sickly trees. Mold and moss collect along its stone walls and under the eaves, and high tall windows ring the manor's walls. The wooden door is closed, but it was closed. It's now off.
It's now off the
It's
hinges.
OFF off.
Yeah.
There's stables and additional housing lurking amongst the tree-covered paths behind the manor, and a dark pond next to the manor ripples in a chilly wind. Low clouds gather over your head. The front door of the manor is unlocked because you have ripped it off the hinges. We're not going to go through the windows because you've gone through the front door. And there is a well-kept garden that you spotted as you walked up to the door. Let me just make sure there's nothing relevant in this sidebar that it lists. Ooh, interesting. Gotcha. We'll start with that in a minute. Perfect. Yeah, let's skip by all this because.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, this is all plot hook, which normally if we were to run this like a traditional way, we would have integrated this all into the beginning of the episode. But this is the unprepared where we don't do any of that shit. We do it on the fly. So yeah, Eleanor is beloved. She went missing. She attended a masque at Count Librum's Moldavia's estate. 2 nights passed, and she has not returned home, nor has any word arrived from the manor.
Where's this manor, and do I need to be dressed up for it? I would love to dress up.
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know where it is, honestly. I think most of the adventure should take place here for some reason. It's interesting that
Wait, hold on. Is she your wife? Who is she to you?
She's the Baroness, and I am the Baron.
Why are you?
Okay, am I allowed to slap him to get him to stop crying?
You may try.
All right. Do I need to roll for anything to slap him, or can I just slap him?
Roll for an attack. He's got a
Okay.
he's a commoner, so his AC is going to be 10.
Okay.
Oh, Kaylee gives you True Strike if you want advantage on this.
I mean, I got a 19, so.
All right, so you can keep that for later. I'm going to go ahead and add this True Strike counter to your character. All right, yeah. So you hit him. Roll for non-lethal damage. Unless you're trying to kill him. So
I'm not
I have
trying
8.
to kill him.
My dice are doing well. I got an 18.
18. You slap him across the face, and like you see like the lights go out for a second. He's just like,
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Who?
You could ghost this
Why
man.
is? Oh, it's breathing. Why is the door off?
Don't worry about
Are you
it.
here to replace the door?
No,
No,
No.
not even close.
no. It was
No.
like that when we found it.
Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
it
suppose
totally
I do
was.
normally keep the door unlocked.
Yeah, you should not do that.
Yeah, I think somebody could have probably broken in earlier, and you would have never known. Yeah.
That does seem that.
It's
Okay,
probably
no.
the gardener. It was
Yeah,
the gardener, I'm
yeah.
sure.
Ah, yes, that makes perfect sense. Thank you for addressing this obvious security flaw. What do I owe you?
All of your treasure for your mission that you sent people on.
The mission.
Yeah, I wave the.
Yes, your Baroness is missing.
She is.
Knocked him into last week.
How hard did I hit him?
At 18's worth, I think.
I think I might have given him a concussion, guys. I'm so sorry. I mean,
Fine.
I know I'm muscle mommy, but like, I'm sorry.
I guess I just smacked the shit out of him.
Sometimes I don't always know my own strength.
Yes. Well, I tell you, if she has gone missing, this is confusing. Hang on, let me read this before I say this.
Oh, Lord.
Well, it's because it's acting like you should spend the whole time here, but then it's like.
I'm reading the chat as well, and someone put turning him off and back on
Yeah.
again. Resetting him.
A hard reset.
Okay, we're gonna. She attended a masque at Count Librum's Moldavia's estate, Moldavia Manor. Isn't that where you're at?
Yes, there was a thing here apparently.
Oh, let's say let's retcon that a little bit. I think you're supposed to go see the Baron elsewhere, who will tell you that it will take place in Moldavia Manor. Okay, so yeah.
So his house doesn't have shit. That
yeah,
sucks.
the characters begin in the sunlit meeting hall of Baron. Okay, yeah, okay. So you're in the meeting hall of Baron Henrik. Okay, so you did not get to Moldavia Manor. Ilvi did not draw a penis on the sign just yet. She did take a piss in the woods, but you are in the sunlit meeting hall of Baron Henrik Rennet, the well-respected lord of nearby towns and farmholds. He doesn't have shit in his house, as you have perceived, but he does tell you, if she has gone missing, it must have been, she went to, what was it? Yes, she went to a mask at Count Librum's.
What is mask?
It's like a masquerade party. Are you that lower culture?
I am a changeling. I do not know things.
Ah, yes, well, what was that? Thank you to Holdren for your $25 donation to Extra Life.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
for the kids, but you know what also that means? A Playotic surge. I'm sorry, I'll make it faster eventually. That's a 14!
Oh, fuck.
I think I made a mistake of mentioning Muscle Mommy in the
Chat
stream.
likes muscle mommy.
Oh, chat
Oh,
is
yeah.
chat is horny on main. Let me
Yeah.
tell you what.
Sorry, guys. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, but I'm kind of sorry.
Yeah.
Like a little bit.
A little
Yeah.
more.
Don't apologize to them. It'll just
like a
fuel
crumb's worth.
their yeah, no, they're all they're horny and they're also into praise kinks. So just like yeah. Player 3, my lord Mar. You, until your next short rest, have lost the ability to control the volume of your voice and shout whenever you speak.
Me?
You!
Ah!
Ow.
Yes.
Okay. So, where are we going?
I don't know why you're shouting at me.
Ow.
I just feel a great surge within these loins.
Oh,
Oh, please don't talk to me about your loins. I'll tell you, go to Moldavia Manor. That's where my Baroness Eleanor was 2 nights past, and she has not returned home. So please, out with ye. I will give you a knighthood or a pardon for any crime within my kingdom, or 100 gold pieces, whichever you prefer, for returning her to me.
Oh, I haven't committed any crimes, but by the time I'm back, I'm gonna need that pardon.
Hey, it is yours for the taking, my sir. Please.
does he have like any faces on his
Can I
head?
slap him? Really hard to get him to like quiet down and shut up.
I mean, you can slap him, but mechanically, it's not gonna help.
Okay, well I slap him to make myself feel better and to try to get him to quiet the fuck
Yeah.
down.
Ah!
If anything, it enhances the rage.
We are all so
Don't make
angry.
me go down that hole.
How
I will
long
slap
does
you in
this
real
last?
life.
How long does this last?
Short rest.
Until your next
Oh
short
my
rest.
god!
So
The entire session.
it's
Congrats.
possible that it could happen in game tonight, but realistically, it's for the rest of tonight.
Fuck. All right, let's go!
Okay.
And I want to sprint out while holding my loins, like
Oh,
a
God.
wide run, you know?
Yeah. Weirdly enough, Moldavia Manor is just down the road. How
I draw a
convenient.
penis on the sign.
Yeah, there's the weathered, gloomy manor, which sits amongst dense, sickly trees, mold and moss collecting
have
along the stone
heard
walls.
this,
High, tall
sir.
windows, stables, a dark pond, and that's a sign which you drew a dick upon. The front door of the manor, it's there.
I'm gonna run up and I want to try to yank it open with all
Yeah,
my
roll
strength.
strength.
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
I believe in you.
Oh, damn, that's a 4.
That's a 4. So you yank it, like, you never, like, aggressively open a door, but, like, your fingers slip off the knob and you, like, smash them together and it hurts a little bit, but the door doesn't actually open, or it just opens a little bit. So you're just like, ah, ow, my fingies, and the door just kind of like,
I would
It
like to
worked!
Hand the door open. Make him feel better.
All right, well, I just want to, like, ahead of everyone, I just want to cheer on and
There he
run
goes.
inside.
Tia's going to die. R.I.P. that paladin.
Yeah. So you're just standing outside watching him walk in?
I'm gonna go too.
Okay, just behind him a little
Angrily.
bit. Okay. The doors open wide to an entrance hall. Dark tapestries, curtains, and suits of armor decorate it. A passage leads from the doorway into the great hall, where you see a pale man in a torn costume lying on the floor on his back, blood pooling around him.
Wait, what kind of costume?
Oh, that's a great question.
the
I'm gonna say that it's some kind of like masquerade ball costume. So
And I
like
think it's
probably like a
mask.
really fancy suit with feathers and like that kind of thing.
His mask.
What?
I want his mask.
You want his mask?
Does he carry any like coins on him or like anything of value?
He has a bottle of Amontillado wine, which
Armadillo wine.
Amontillado.
Okay.
I'm not a wine drinker, and I don't know if that's a real wine or a made-up wine or if it's something in the 5e universe or something. But he has a bottle of wine, and you see, he's actually not dead.
Oh shit!
So like as you
As
go
I-
to like start looting him, he's just like,
I punch him in the face because he scares me because I'm taking his mask off. I'm like,
yeah, roll for an attack
Jesus.
with advantage because he's prone.
Oh God.
Well,
Oh, thank you, Potato Man. See, I'm not into Edgar Allan Poe, so I'm gonna miss stuff like this. Amontillado wine is apparently an Edgar Allan Poe reference.
that's a dirty
Oh,
20.
okay.
That's a dirty 20. Roll for non-lethal damage. Monkey Man has a wine expert on speed dial.
That is, let me get my dice for that. That is 4 non-lethal damage.
Can I also make a perception check of the area?
Yes, you may.
Yeah.
Roll for perception.
Potato Man, this is all of a Edgar Allan Poe reference.
Yeah, if in case you missed the entrance or the intro, this is an adventure written for Castle Mac, which was/is a tabletop group. I say was because they haven't uploaded anything in like 4 to 6 years, but they played a game in Edgar Allan Poe's house, and this adventure was written for that live performance.
All right, I got an 11.
Amontillado, gotcha. You got an 11 on your perception. You notice basically just the standard, basically everything that I've said already. Nothing stands out to you at this point.
Am I
Ilvi,
able
though,
to roll a perception check?
you may.
Okay. Here, I need a flat earth surface. Hold on.
Actually, I can tell you. I'll save you some time. There is nothing else to perceive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
it's-
say I didn't really roll high anyway. You're good.
Fine. This is sort of the entryway into the manor, and the only thing of interest here is this man clutching a bottle of Amontillado wine, who is on his back, very drunk. You do notice, actually, both of you who are attempting to perceive, while you're looking around the room, you notice as Ilvi attempts to pull the mask off of this man's face, you notice a bite mark on his back. Yeah.
What the fuck? I would like to inspect this weird kinky shit.
All right. I'm just gonna pick up the wine bottle.
You
and,
take that.
Start drinking it.
It's the Amontillado man and I wine. It's Jamaican man.
What the fuck, Nolan?
Sorry. That was really bad, but you know what? We're gonna go with it. I'd read the chat and I had to. So yeah, so as you're like rolling him over, he's just kind of like, he's like laughing, even like delirious from blood loss. He's like, whoa, the beasts in the cellars.
Did you say that there are bees in the cellar?
The ungodly beating of the heart.
The beads? The bees. What is he saying?
I have no idea.
I
think
only
he
wish
said the
to.
beast.
I don't speak crazy.
I only wish to die laughing.
I mean, I can help with the dying
Hey,
part.
that's fine by me. I want to stomp on his face.
Roll for an attack with advantage because he is prone. Losing blood and drinking will get you hammered
Yeah.
so fast.
Damn. That's only a 7. Is it like a strength add-on or dexterity add-on?
If you're stomping, that would be considered an unarmed strike, so
Oh,
that'd probably
and
just be your D20
it's
plus.
advantage too.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got a 7 that's plus 3, and then a 9
No.
plus 3, which
Hades.
is
Okay, that does
what,
hit
12?
because he's a commoner prone on the ground.
Okay.
Roll for your damage.
Let's see. Would it just be the unarmed strike?
Yeah. Which I think is like a D4 plus your strength mod.
Okay.
No, Hades, no.
Fucking cats.
Okay, 5.
Yeah,
Five.
this one's the Hellion right
Yeah.
here. This is
Yeah.
a 9. This is a 9-month-old cat, and he's 13 pounds.
She's chunky as fuck.
He's
Is
a
it like
hefty boy.
You're like reeling up your leg to stomp on him. He's like, Say Montana wine is fantastic. Tell me some jokes.
Oh, you mean this Amontillado wine? And then I'm just gonna like chug while I slam my foot down.
Yeah, and you put your foot through his face. Like it doesn't like bounce his head or like your foot just goes through his face to the ground, and he is silent.
Was that necessary?
That PAR-E.D.'s gonna come in handy.
Ilvi, you now have a long-nosed raven mask, which is black, and there are also shredded raven robes that he is wearing.
I put it all on, and I shapeshift into a kinku.
Okay.
That's me today.
Yeah, so Ilvi turns into a Kenku before your eyes, wearing these shredded raven robes and the crow mask, or raven mask, sorry.
Nevermore!
Quoth the raven, drop it low.
Cloth Rosa Parks. Nah.
I have to ask, was the guy that a guy's face smashed in, was he married to his 13-year-old cousin by chance?
Ooh, that's really hard to say. It doesn't specifically call that out in the adventure here, so I'm not
okay.
sure.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
So for Red Panda, no, I'm an atheist paladin. I don't really have much of an oath.
He just does what he wants.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I
So
just
did he
really
say-
wanted to be a paladin?
Did he say that there is shit in the basement?
I heard bees in the basement.
Yeah, the bees.
I thought he said beasts.
You said the beads.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay, you lead the way.
All right, I'm gonna like sprint, just like into a random room.
Yeah,
No,
you
buddy.
sprint
Oh, no.
into the
That is
Great
not for you.
Hall,
No.
which is draped in fine white curtains. The walls are freshly painted white to match the curtains. Because I don't know if fuck it. No, we're not doing that. Red smears and handprints dot the walls. There are chairs and musical instruments abound, broken and strewn across the room. Long tables are laid out with rotting food. Black rats squirming on top of the plates. 5 bloodied, costumed bodies lie on the floor, and there are 3 doors leading from the main hall.
Looks like
the
someone had a fun
raven.
party.
That's
Someone
my
had a
boy.
fun party.
I want to go ahead and search the nearest body.
Yeah. How are you going to search the bodies? Please describe it to me.
I'm gonna be groping them, all of them,
Oh.
like grunting while I'm doing it.
Oh, that's perfect.
What the fuck are you doing? My man!
God,
Woman,
I gotta
woman,
find it.
what are you looking for?
Oh, that's perfect. Grope harder because I need you to roll initiative.
Fuck!
All right. Oh man.
Sounds like no more detail, please.
19.
22.
No, no. Child, no. No. Stay. Stay. Sorry, are you waiting on mine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
16. I apologize.
16. You are
Yep.
fine. I was reading because I've never read this before.
Never
All right,
mind,
so
I'm dealing with a sassy shadow over here. No, you're not going for the D20s.
as you grope one of the bodies, you notice similar circular bite marks on the back of this person. And as you're sort of, I don't know what your intent behind the groping is, but as you grope it, five,
Five.
five,
Five.
five. Where'd it go? Five,
Five.
five. Sorry. All of the bodies in this room rise to their feet and begin moving towards you. Ilvi, you go first in the initiative order. There are 5 of these bloodied people looking like they're about to attack Mar.
Magic missile.
Magic missile. Roll your D4. Are you casting it at first level?
Second.
Second level, so that's 4 bolts. So your D4 plus your spellcasting modifier it'll deal that damage on each bolt.
4.
4. Let me see how much HP they have.
I'm gonna go for 4 of them.
You're gonna go for 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 1 each. HP, Lovecraft. Boom, ba-da-boom, ba-da-boom, ba-doom-boom. All right, so your magic missiles fly out of your hands, hitting these, as they're called, worm fiends, taking 4 damage away from each of them as they don't seem particularly fazed by it, but they do take damage. Azula, you see these creatures rise from the tables and the ground. You see Ilvi attack them. They are moving towards Mar. What do you do?
Thought it was Mars' turn. He got a 19.
Yeah.
Did I? Oh, you're right. I sorted that incorrectly.
You done
My mistake.
goofed.
I can't tell the difference between a 6 and a 9, okay? What do you want me to
Nice.
do? Nice. It's Thriller!
All right. So is the one still on the ground that I was groping?
Yeah, the one that you were groping is in the process of getting up. But it's
Alright,
like doing that really cool thing where they're in the splits and then they stand up without using their hands, you know?
All right. Then I'm gonna end up drawing my longsword, and I want to slice like in between the splits, and I'm gonna
Ooh.
scream out, "I wasn't finished!"
Roll for an attack.
19.
A 19 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
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 3, and that'd be plus my strength check, or my strength, or what?
For
Or
a
is it just damage
sword,
itself?
yeah. I mean, your damage still should have a strength modifier, I believe. So it would be the D6 or the D8, whatever your damage die is, plus your strength
yep,
modifier.
Yep, my bad. Plus 3, yeah. Okay, so 6.
6 damage. And you do the one directly in front of you?
Yep.
All right. So you slice its perineum wide open with your sword, and it is bleeding profusely, and it looks like it is on its final. On a scale of 1 to 11, it's on a 1.
Why is it the perineum?
Because that's your taint, baby.
What the fuck, Richard?
What do you want me to say? Azula, you see my Lord Mar slice the perineum of a worm fiend before your very eyes. 5 of them remain in the room total. Jeb Babushka casts a minor illusion to create a minor illusion for Kaylee to use. Kaylee, if you just want to describe within the confines of the spell minor illusion what you would like to appear, I will narratively describe it. Anyway, what would you like to do, Azula?
Is there any way for me to spew some lightning towards these creatures, or am I too far from them?
I'd say you're close enough to be able to spew some lightning.
Okay.
Kaylee wants a companion cube in the middle of the room, whispering sweet nothings. I assume is what. Hello, please take me for testing.
The cake. There will be cake.
There will be so much cake. I love cake. We all love cake. Love eating cake, touching cake, slapping cake, baking cake.
I'm about to turn these cats into cake. Dear freaking Christ. Children!
Do I need to take one?
I don't know. Probably, yeah. You want? I don't know. Whichever one you want to grab.
Okay.
I have two.
I'm just grabbing cake now? What the fuck?
I have both boys in here on the bed, and they're driving me nuts. Here, take this one. He's the ornery one. You can take Hades. Thank you. He's trying to play with my dice. I even gave him a fidget toy, and it entertained him for about 1 minute. Sorry, guys.
You are
You're fine.
fine.
Come here, buddy. Hi.
I'll give inspiration to the first person to bring me a Coke Zero Cherry. Offer will stay on the table.
No fair. We're too far from you.
Anyway, Azula, you are Up-A-Reno.
Yes. So spewing electricity towards them, trying to turn them into a wonderful crisp.
Beautiful. Is that an attack roll or is it area of effect?
Yes. Attack roll.
A what?
So let me go back to my thing real quick.
Sorry,
Let's
Ash
see.
was commenting that apparently my room smells like a tattoo shop.
I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment.
I don't know. I've spent so much time in a tattoo shop, and I can't even
Distinguish
remember
a
what that
smell?
smells like. Yeah. Anyway, what were you saying? Area of effect, attack roll. What is it?
Attack.
Attack roll. Okay, roll.
Yeah.
You're an attack.
Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. So,
Boom, 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 boom.
sorry, I'm still getting used to my character on this one. She's brand new, so
No need to apologize.
okay. So I should say I think I'm rolling a d20, I believe. Am I correct on that?
Yes, for your attack roll, so it'll be a
Yeah.
D20. Are you casting a spell, or are you using like your Dragonborn Lightning Breath?
The Dragonborn Lightning Breath.
Ash, I don't remember how the light is that a. Does it use your spellcasting modifier as a Dragonborn, or is it?
Not a dragonborn.
Well, I know, but you've played Dragonborns in the past.
Yeah, I played Canyon Arrow.
Canyon Arrow. I guess I
Hold
could look it up. Dragonborn breath attack. So it'll definitely be the D20.
Yeah.
It's a dex save. Red Panda says. Okay, so it'll be
Yeah,
against
it's
your.
a dex. Yeah.
Gotcha. Let me
She's
look and
blue.
see what their dexterity is.
It's a
Yes.
It's a 5 foot by 30 foot line with a dex save.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And the saving throw will be 8 plus your Constitution modifier and proficiency bonus. So at level 1, your proficiency bonus will be +2. What is your Constitution bonus? That'll be the number. Like if you look at your actual Constitution ability score, it'll be like -1, 0, +1,
It's up at the
+2.
top.
Up at the top.
Yeah. So where you got your strength, dex, con. Yeah.
Constitution. I'm at 18 with a +4.
+4. So it'll be 8 + 4 + 2, which is 14. So let me roll some dex saves. That's a fail. That's a save. That's a fail. That's a fail. A fail. And a fail. So one saved.
Good job.
And the rest failed. And now for the actual damage, it's lightning, which is 2d6 on a failed save, or half as much on a successful. So roll 2d6.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any modifier for that. Yes, thank you, Red Panda. I forget that Ziggy is a Dragonborn. I appreciate
7.
you. 7. Perfect. So you said this is a lightning weapon, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I will let you narrate how 4 of the 5 are burnt to a crisp. Only 1 remaining.
How do
Okay.
you murder them?
You don't have to. If I like to give people the opportunity
They're start with the skin and it starts sizzling, just like you're going into a fryer, and then all of a sudden
so
the
good.
entire thing. Oh, but it's the opposite. They don't smell good. It's
Oh
a god awful smell.
no! It's like burnt toast.
It's even worse than burnt toast.
It's like burnt rancid oil.
No. Think of those concentration camps of when they're.
Oh my God! No! It's so much worse than I possibly imagined.
It's that smell,
Oh,
but they're
God.
fried. So think of that
Okay.
smell, but fried.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
Having
gonna breathe in with pure delight.
it's like living by a crematory. Ask me how I know. Okay, so one remains, and it is its turn. It is just one of the ones that was sitting in the back, and having seen this lightning attack coming from the Dragonborn, it is going to charge up to you, and it is going to. Oh,
Ooh.
interesting. The creature's face, which was previously, oh my God, we got a $30 donation to Extra Life. Thank you, Stinky Pete. Holy shit. That means we've got a Playotic Surge.
Oh goodness.
$70.
That's a good number.
Hey, there's that Extra Life donation is so delayed. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Player 2, Azula. You gain the benefits of sight beyond sight. You now permanently have dark vision. I don't believe Dragonborns have
Dragonborn
dark vision
don't.
already, right?
No.
Okay.
I don't believe so, as far as I'm aware.
Awesome. So you now have dark vision permanently.
Congrats.
So
You
congratulations
just add that
on
to
that.
your notes because it's a forever thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get that.
I'm just
and I
double
have to
checking real
scream.
quick.
I have to scream.
Yeah, it's I will fully admit I created a lot of these effects not taking into account how difficult it would be to actually modify the character sheet. So it's a blessing and a curse.
I just use the notes section.
No,
Yeah.
I know. I'm just double checking to make sure. I don't think I have dark vision as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, unless you picked a feat or anything to specifically grab it, which I don't think you would have at level 1, you probably don't have it. But this creature that was a man twists its face into a terrible rictus of hatred and violence. And all of you, I need a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
Ah,
Oh, that's
time to
that's where
fight
I
some.
shine.
That's where I don't shine.
Oh yeah.
18.
I'm not a
Okay.
very charismatic person.
A nat 20, but a 24
You do have,
plus.
both of you are good.
Hold
Azula,
on.
you do have Bless. If your roll doesn't go great, you can use your Bless token to add a D4 to your roll.
Mhm.
So, but you don't have to use it until after you roll it.
Okay. So with you said what was it? A saving throw?
Yes, a Charisma saving throw.
Okay. With that plus that, I'm at 15.
Perfect. So you don't have to use your Bless. You all successfully pass and avoid being frightened by the rictus of hatred and violence. However, I do also need all of you to make a I'm not going to tell you the DC. Holy shit, I almost did. A Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Oh wait, I might actually be okay on this.
A nat 20 again.
Jesus. And you do all have Bless. So
23.
23. All right.
22.
Nice.
Perfect. So nothing happens there. So you standing before you is this final creature who walked up to you, shifted its face into this horrible visage that you're all just like, ew, gross. I mean, I have a little brother. It's fine. And then we're back to Ilvi, the one person remaining. And yes, there are no sanity checks because we're not playing Call of Cthulhu tonight. But we're playing very close to Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah. I'm gonna take my +1 dagger and just stab him in the eye.
Beautiful. Roll.
Can
a
you like do a
D20.
twist? Can you like
Yeah.
twist it too? Like really get in there?
Really, really get in there. I'm gonna give him a Rose Kennedy lobotomy.
Oh,
Do you
God.
want to? So it's been a while since I've played Pathfinder, which is wild because it was the first TTRPG I've ever played, and I played it for a long time. In Pathfinder, there's a thing called shots, where you specifically. So in 5e, when you make an attack, you don't necessarily say, "Oh, I want to hit its leg," "Oh, I want to hit its arm." You just hit or you don't hit. But making a called shot is specifically targeting a spot, like I stab him in the eye, kind of thing. In Pathfinder, I want to say you get a penalty for making a called shot. So like if I target the eye, you get like a -2 to depending on how difficult the called shot is. Do we want to do called shots where you roll disadvantage for specifically targeting a location?
No.
No, you do have inspiration to negate it because you brought me a Coke Zero. I'm just saying.
No.
All right, fine. Roll your an attack, but I'm not going to let you target the eye.
That's fine.
There is an optional rule in 5e for a called shot disadvantage. It's probably just disadvantage because in Pathfinder, I'm pretty sure it's a minus.
Well, I
to
got
the
a
roll.
22.
Okay, fuck it. You stab it in the eye. How much damage does it do?
6.
6. You stab it in his eye and twist, and it pops out like the pit of an avocado, and the husk of the body falls to the
I'd
ground
like to
dead.
eat the eye.
Please
Oh.
don't.
No.
That's what I wanted.
I will all
No.
Do you at least cook it over a
No,
campfire?
I just raw dog that shit.
All right.
Oh.
Mar and Azula, I need you to make a Constitution save.
23.
Roll. 16 plus 3, 19.
Okay. Carrying Oz, you managed to steel yourselves against the disgusting sight of Ilvi. It's just
Currently a
the
kid.
fucking eyeball of this creature. What page was I on? This is page 5. That's page 6. Dramatic question: can the player survive the worm fiends? Yeah.
Yeah, we sure did.
After you loot the bodies, because I know you wanted to, amongst their nonsense, you find masks and finery and jewelry worth about 120 gold pieces.
Okay. I do want to put
I
on
will
one of the
do my best to
masks.
keep track of loot, so you don't have to necessarily keep
Okay.
track of all this. 120. Sorry, Ethan, what were you saying?
Oh, I'm going to put on one of the masks. Are there any, are they animals?
They are pretty much all crow related.
Fuck it, yeah, I'll put one on.
We're going to an Eyes Wide Shut party.
Yeah. I'm about to be Tom Cruise in this bitch.
Wait,
Tom Cruise.
you have a crow on your shoulder? Is that what I
No,
heard?
No, it's a mask. It's a crow.
Oh,
crow
okay.
mask.
I
Yeah,
was
they-
like,
All of these people they're dressed up for a
An orgy?
a crow themed
Oh.
masquerade.
same difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I should have brought my assless chaps.
For the sake of everyone, I know I say that. Thank God you didn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flex my ass around them, and it's just flat, by the way. Almost convex.
Hank
You
Hill
have
style.
the Hank
No,
Hill ass.
concaved. My bad.
Oh,
I am a dragonborn sorcerer. I mean,
Oh,
a
what was that?
dragon
That was the-
draconic sorcerer, whatever the fuck. I am a draconic sorcerer.
all right. So to help paint a bit of a narrative picture here, when you first entered the manor, there was the Great Hall directly before you. And in this great hall, there's a door to your left, in front of you, and to the right of you. That you've pretty much seen all there is. This was kind of like the central party area with the tables where everybody was hanging out. And then there's a closed door to your left, to your right, and in front of you.
I would like to go to one of the doors.
Yeah, but which one?
The one in front of me.
The one in front of you. I mean, that. Yeah.
Fucking
Alright,
want
and I'll end up following.
Okay. furiously, I assume.
Yeah, I would like to like angrily kick the door open.
Yeah, you kick the door open, and you're so fucking pissed to see the most luxurious carpets and paintings and antiques adorning this shadowy bedroom. And you see a young man sitting at a desk, hands over his
Cast fireball.
ears. He rocks back and forth and mumbles as you cast fireball on him. What is the spell save DC?
Sorry, firebolt.
Firebolt. God damn it, every fucking time.
time.
Roll attack then.
It's a cantrip. 21.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
You
Burn
attack this.
everybody in this bitch.
You attack this 20-year-old seeming short black-haired man with vivid blue eyes, rocking back and forth, just slapping his ears. He's like, "You think I'm mad? A madman cannot plan!" And you hit him with your firebolt. How much damage?
Just 3.
Just 3
Just 3.
damage. Hey, would it surprise you to know I need you to roll initiative?
Oh.
Oh. Great. Oh, God, dude.
I'm
All right.
mad.
Hold on, let me go back.
You're incapable
Yeah.
of thinking of rational thought. Nobody would fault you.
I got a 17.
It's
Oh, I'm getting there.
3, 15.
Da, da, da.
I need to start using the PDF.
said initiative,
because
right?
this is
Yeah.
Yep.
confusing.
21.
Nice.
Sorry, Azula got a 21. Who got
Yes.
Next it would be Ash.
what? Ash, what did you get?
A 17.
17, and then
I got a
Tamara, what'd you get?
15.
A 15. Okay, one second. I'm trying to find a stat block. Paper stuff is fun to play with unless you're streaming live on Twitch and everybody is hanging on your every word. We're just gonna say that's okay. All right, Azula, you see Ilvi kick the door into this room, cast a firebolt at this rocking man, rocking like action, not like he's not in a punk band or anything, and it like catches part of his cloak on fire, and he begins to stand and turn, but you get to go first. What do you do?
Okay, so did the fireball actually like burn the man or just like slight damage?
It like singed his
Cinches.
cape.
Okay,
He's not
okay.
on fire.
Okay, he's just crazy with a little singeing on him. Okay.
Yeah. He's smoldering, as they say.
Smoldering. Oh, okay. I go up and I want to slap him. Straight across the face because obviously he's speaking some nonsense.
Yeah, roll me a d20.
Okay.
By the way,
I
we're
need
in
it.
combat.
I have it. That's an action.
Is it just a straight D20?
It'll be an unarmed strike, so it'll be a d20 plus your strength modifier and
Oh, okay.
proficiency bonus if you're a strength build, which I don't think you are. Well, you might be
No.
as a barbarian. Do you have unarmed strike
yeah.
on your on your thing?
I
it should be
believe so,
that.
yeah. Okay, hold
Yeah.
on, let me go.
Plus.
I know, I'm
Must-
gonna do that. Okay, unarmed. Where am I at here?
Must not be
Okay,
strength.
unarmed. Equal to 1 plus strength modifier.
Gotcha.
So the D20 plus 1 plus strength modifier?
Yep.
It's not great.
Oh.
We're looking at a 9 in total.
A 9 in total. That does not hit. So like as he's rocking, like you go to slap him and like your fingers just kind of like barely graze his chin.
Art.
Did you say art?
It's art.
Yeah.
Quick question. Does he even seem like he's been affected by the firebolt?
He seems. It doesn't
Like-
seem
like
like he's
emotionally.
unaffected, but like on a scale of 1 to 9, how much damage did that firebolt do? Sorry,
Like 3.
like 3. It was like he's having a bad Monday kind of vibes.
Okay, well, am I able to turn around and try to shake his shoulders? Try to, like, shaken baby syndrome?
Since we are in initiative, I think that the slapping would be about the only thing you can
The
do
only
this
thing?
time.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, and that leaves Mar, my lord.
How far away from him am I? Can I like sprint and like throw myself over the table and like tackle him in the chair?
I think we're all in the same room at least.
Yeah, you're definitely within 30 feet, so you could use your normal movement to move up to him. You don't have to do anything
sweet.
special.
Well, I'm gonna have my longsword with me, and
Okay.
I want to sprint at him with,
With your
pressed-
longsword out,
pressed up against like my other hand, like this.
like
I'm
a cross check, like in hockey.
Yeah,
Like,
but like
blade flat or sharp.
Oh, it's sharp.
Okay, so
Oh,
roll.
God.
Yeah, roll an attack.
Okay.
Is this man like visibly fighting us, or is he just like?
He's just
He
crazy.
stood up, but like it's not his turn, so.
Oh, okay.
All right, 17.
All we're doing
17
is
definitely
pissing
hits.
this poor man off.
Yeah.
All right.
You started with the firebolt.
True. This is your fault, Ilvi.
I am irrational.
Yeah.
You are
we-
irrationally mad.
And
We
for
could have just asked him what
damage,
was wrong.
7 plus 3, so 10.
Yeah. So you walk. You charge up to him with your sword, like fucking cross-checking him at the hips. And as you reach him, your sword hits the wall, and you see blood seeping from his torso as the light goes out in his eyes, and his legs and torso fall to the ground in two separate pieces.
Oh,
Ugh.
yes, up in
Yeah.
half.
All right.
Now he can be in two places at once.
Now,
Now, I will say, if you should choose, you could, in theory, take a short rest in this location. There's a bed, there's some chairs. If you wanted
Yes.
to calm yourselves.
I want to Misty step over to a bed.
I went
All
to
right.
Misty step under a bed.
I want to Misty Mountain Gaming to a bed. Yeah, no, you can do that. A short rest would, I think it's about an hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you could spend about an hour in here, just sort of like composing yourselves. Like, why are we so fucking mad? Let's see.
The chat's wondering if you'll grope him again.
Maybe.
Like you did the others.
Yeah, so before I Misty step, I do want to shove my hand up into like his upper torso and grab a hold of his spine, lift it up, and then Misty step with him to the bed, with him laying on top of me.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry I said anything, y'all. I'm sorry I said anything. My apologies.
And if
Roll
possible,
animal
if my-
handling.
Animal handling. All right. 19 plus 2.
Yeah,
21.
no, you do it. If I can
All right,
borrow.
and I got like my fist like in his mouth, and like while I'm laying there, it's just it's okay. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. And I want to fall asleep.
Is there a way to get him to stop shouting?
Yeah,
no,
the
this is
short
it.
rest.
This is
Yeah.
it. I'm
Oh,
falling
okay.
asleep here for an hour.
Okay. Okay.
We're all taking a nap.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Can I go through this man's pockets before we go to sleep?
Oh,
yeah, let me-
they're still over near you.
Yeah.
Let's see. He has a conflict score. He's got a heartbeat. Oh, there's some really interesting mechanics of this guy, but doesn't matter because he's dead.
Solved.
Yeah. Let's see. He won't resist or fight the characters. Well, you know. Sometimes. Sometimes.
He didn't
things
have
don't.
to.
Yeah, well, yeah. So there's really nothing you can glean
Okay,
from him
that's fine.
from a meta standpoint. So your characters won't know this, but you as players, he was afflicted by something called echo fever, and it was basically causing him to act irrationally. It was causing all sorts of different mechanical effects of him. There's
I know. I was reading the chat too.
Since he's dead and can't tell you, you'll find a hastily scrawled note talking about how he murdered his father, Fortuno, and hid the body.
Tuna?
Fortuno.
Okay.
And hid the body behind a wall in the cellar. And he was real conflicted about that. But he did it
Well,
nonetheless.
We're gonna take a nap and then we're gonna go to the cellar.
Yeah.
Is that where the
Could-
bees are?
That's where the bees are. These memes are fucking killing me.
Oh fuck!
Like,
You know what's really
honestly,
upsetting is so I updated OBS because I touched on it earlier. For the way that the image slideshow in OBS works is you add images to it, but the way that it worked is
Holdren
it would
donated
load them
again.
all into raw memory. So like a 200 megabyte file, or let's say a 20 megabyte file, it could take hundreds of megabytes, if not gigabytes, and you were limited to the amount of images that your graphics card had VRAM. So if you had 12 gigabytes of VRAM on your graphics card, you could only have like 5 or 6 images in your slideshow. And it's been like this for like as long as I've been using OBS. I don't know when it's just how it's worked. But with version 30.1, they finally fixed it, and I tested it out the other day. You can have hundreds of photos in your image slideshow. So I finally added, so I could like shut down my stupid website, and I did. Except I had to roll it back to an older version because it broke Stream Deck and everything. And we got another Extra Life donation, $10 from Holdren once again. As you all are resting in this this room, a Playotic surge happens. And no, we have not finished Monkey Man. We are taking a short rest in this creepy room where they sliced the man in half. 50, 35.
50, 35.
35.
55.
Hey! All of you, as you find this room, despite the hole in the ground and the cut in half person and the creepy fucking Muppet-esque puppeteering, you find it extra luxurious. And you gain 25% of your current level's XP. So at level 1, you need
shit.
300 XP. So it would be 25% of that. I'll do the math later and tell you all what it would be.
Okay.
Thanks, I'm
Ilvi,
terrible at math.
Me
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Ilvi, you're currently level 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would gain 25% of your level 4 XP. Let me write this down. Level 4, 25%.
I'm so close to level 5. Like I'm like
25%. So I will add that to the loot tables at the end of the session today. This guy, he wasn't a combat encounter, and he didn't have a CR level attached to him. So I'm just going to list him as a CR quarter, which would be 25 experience, or no, 50 experience, I think, split. Okay, yeah, I'm just doing some bookkeeping so I don't forget. I'm just going to write noble that wasn't supposed to die.
Die.
I'm just rubbing it in at this point.
You know,
Hey, you started with the firebolt.
Yeah.
It's-
you know, I don't know if you all had this experience, but when I was learning about like clay cuneiform tablets and like other like ancient writing methods like chiseling tablets and whatnot, I was like, God, that would take so long. I can't imagine like that being my written language, just having to that's how I feel about writing with a pen and paper nowadays. Is I'm like writing, I'm like, fuck, I could have written 30 times this on a keyboard already. What primitive technology is this nonsense? But anyway,
That was informative. Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. Cuneiform tablets, you like that?
I would
that's,
like to
I
find
actually
them,
do.
basically.
I've studied them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Oh,
Sorry, Ash.
by the way, I
Yeah.
do. So for now, as long as he's still kind of put together, I do want to use him as my shield. While I'm just gonna carry around his upper half.
Wait, are
Did
we
you have a
awake
shield
now?
before?
Yes. Yeah, I use
Wait,
my
was-
sword and shield.
What was your shield? Did it give you a +2 to AC?
It should.
I think it's
By the
should
way,
be
are,
+2.
are we
Yeah.
awake now, or are we still sleeping?
We're awake.
It's so a short rest
Okay.
isn't actually sleep.
Okay.
It's like downtime. So like
Well,
you
she
could
said a
sleep.
nap.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it could be like a cat nap. A short
Yes.
rest doesn't have to be sleep like a long
I
rest.
just made sure.
Yeah, so I got 18 AC, I got chainmail, and then the shield.
Okay. So we'll say due to the modified nature of this creature, it still grants you a +2 to AC. However, it will fall apart after the first hit absorbed. So like
That's
if
fine.
you block with it, it'll fall apart.
That's fine.
Okay. That seems like a fair compromise. So you've completed your hour-ish of downtime activity, as it were, in this room. There is a giant hole in the ground leading, below the manor. There's of course the other two doors back
I
in the
wanna go to
great hall that
hole
you
in the
haven't gone
ground.
through.
This
But
hole was made for me.
this hole was made for you. Lean with it, block with it. Where is the section for? Is this the master bedroom? Yeah, luxurious carpets, blah 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 blah.
Dead
Oh yes.
man.
He has a name tag. Helpfully, this was Count Libram Moldavia, the guy that the Baron had talked about. Oh, he went to go see. He went to his party. This is him. This
That's
is
his
that
party.
guy. This was his party, and he can be split in half and puppeted if he wants to.
Before I go into this hole that was made for me, how
Yes.
deep is it?
How deep is this
How
hole?
deep is your love?
I'm gonna guess.
That's what she said.
Look, we have an infatuation with knowing how deep holes are around here at Playotic Games. So,
And how many holes?
and how many holes? There's often many. They're often deep, and they're often ribbed for her pleasure. This hole is. I'm gonna say it's about 10 to 15 feet. It's probably about standard ceiling height, maybe a little bit shorter, so
I'd
probably
like to
10
climb
feet tall.
into it.
Yeah, you can drop down without, because you can like hang from
Or-
the ledge and fall.
I got it. I can jump down carrying you since it's barely any
Yeah, let's
that
do
far
it.
down for yeah. So I pick her up and we jump together down. So that way she doesn't risk twisting an ankle.
Perfect. You all,
30 feet.
the unyielding rage that was boiling beneath the surface Ilvi a little bit more presently than others. It has subsided. Mar, you have been able to, or Mal, is it Mar? Mal.
Mar.
Yeah,
You
Mar Divine.
you can control the sound of your voice now. You no longer have to shout in everything you
Oh,
do.
thank God.
Yes.
All right, then I just want to pull him up, our little friend that's on my hand, and be like, "That's so much better."
Wait, what's left of him that's on your arm?
Oh, it's just his upper torso,
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah.
I just have him like
Oh,
sock
okay.
puppet, you know?
Yeah. He's basically fuck, I just drew a blank on his name. He's basically Jeff Dunham, the paladin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That explains so much.
Yes. As you drop into this hole, the lighting is dim. Anyone with dark vision, which Azula,
I
you
have
now have, and
Oh, yeah.
Mar, you have. Do shapeshifters have
No,
dark vision?
weird,
Okay.
weird, right? I don't get changelings.
would
don't
think-
get fucking dark
yeah.
vision.
Well, then you can't
Yeah.
see anything. But the
I'm
two with
fucking
dark
blind.
vision, you see in monochromatic, unable to distinguish color. Coloredness. Let me go ahead and post that there. Creatures with dark vision can see in darkness as if it were dim light. They can discern color. They can't discern color, and have disadvantage on perception, requiring sight. But you are able to discern the shapes of casks and bottles of wine stacked around this damp cellar. Several of them are destroyed. All of you are able to fill your nostrils with the pungent wine pools all around this room. You see the two of you with dark vision can see this like more different S shape, sort of just kind of like you know those like bobbing bird things that dip in the water. It's kind of like doing that at the periphery of the room, but you can't quite tell like what it is or what they're doing.
Okay, I'll make this easy. I want to shove my tinderbox into my little buddy's mouth, and I'm going to take a torch out and just try to spark. And then I just want to toss the torch.
We got
Perfect.
We got
You
Bane.
toss the lit
You know, you
torch.
could just ask me. I could have just lit
Oh
that
no, it's fine.
for you.
We will not trouble you.
Oh, my apologies, sir.
You toss the lit torch into the center of this cellar,
It's chopped
um,
liver.
which illuminates 2 red conqueror worms feasting on the mangled bodies of 12 masqueraders. And thanks to Monkey Man casting Bane, um, these 2 creatures need to roll a dexterity save, I believe. Or no, is it I can't remember. Let me look up Bane. I think it's Constitution. Charisma, as a matter of fact. I was wrong on all
Oh
counts.
God.
So these worms need to make some charisma.
I don't think those worms
saving
are very
throws.
charismatic.
They probably aren't, and the dice rolls seem to agree, but let me confirm here. One of them definitely fails. The other one also fails. Surprisingly enough, they are not very charismatic with a -4. So they are both afflicted by Bane, which it's kind of the opposite of Guidance and Bless. Whenever they make an attack roll or a saving throw, I have to roll a d4 and subtract that from their total for the duration of the following combat encounter. And there was another thing that just happened, but I missed it. What happened?
Bless.
Bless?
On the
We got a
party.
Bless.
Yeah.
Okay, so who got Bless? Everybody gets Bless, right? What happened to my screen? One of these days I'm going to figure out the optimal way to like arrange all of these windows. Oh, it's right there. It was just on another tab. God, I'm dumb. Okay. Too much stinky. Bless. Okay, so everybody should have Bless. Did it actually trigger correctly? It looks like it did. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, as a reminder, all of you have 2 counts of Bless. Ash, you have a token of inspiration, and Glow, you have a true strike. So you can cash in your Bless at any time. It'll allow you to roll a d4 and add it to a saving throw or attack roll. Or with your true strike, it grants you advantage on an attack roll. You can cash that in whenever you want.
Okay.
Let's see. So the 2 worms are in the center of the room. Let me read. Boring, boring, boring. If Count Libram fled here, he didn't because he's dead. Libram is in Area 5. He's not because he's dead.
I mean, he's here.
No,
he's here in spirit. You're right. You're right. Okay, so if Count Libram's here, so he's rocking back and forth. No, he's not. Okay, so yeah. Let's roll for some initiative because they see the torches and they look over towards you and they're like, ooh, fresh meat. That's what I meant. Fresh meat. Flesh meat.
Flesh meat.
They're not wrong.
Dexterity. Let's roll some of that.
Ooh,
Goodness.
12.
God, I
for
roll
initiative.
so bad on initiative for my monsters. Mar, you said you got a 12?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know, Ilvi and Azula,
21.
what you get. A 21.
Initiative 19.
A 19. Doing pretty good on your initiative rolls tonight. I
The
feel
dice are in my favor finally.
yes. Well,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
if you
change of
use
pace,
the
isn't it?
Misty Mountain gaming dice, when
I
you
know,
got those
I do
natural
terrible rolls
20
normally.
Misty Mountain Gaming.
Yeah, they have a natural 20 guarantee. They don't really, but we like to say that they do. And we'll get in trouble for that eventually. All right, Ilvi, you see the 2 worms rearing up towards you, taking clear interest in this freshest of meat. You are Subway to these worms. What would you like to do?
Chaos Bolt.
A Chaos Bolt. Fantastic. Tell me how that works.
I gotta roll, so I got 22 to hit.
A 22 hits.
Now I have to pick what, I have to roll my elemental damage to decide what it's gonna be real fast. That is gonna be fire damage.
Fire damage, okay?
Fucking D8s, man. How do they work? Okay.
How does fire work?
Yeah.
Don't we all want to know?
No, nobody knows.
It's magic.
Ah, the Diablo Butcher. That was probably one of my favorite levels in Diablo 3. I don't know why. There's something about the thematics of that dungeon that I could always get into.
13 fire damage.
13 fire damage. Holy bejesus. Okay. Why can't I math? Because I'm dumb. Okay. The 13 damage has been accounted for. It does not like that. Not one bit, Sam I am. It does not like green eggs with Chaos Bolt. Is there anything else you can do with your turn tonight?
No, I'm a sorcerer. I can't do shit.
All right, Ilvi. Zula, you see Ilvi hit this worm with a Chaos Bolt, and it rears back really fucking pissed off. What would you like to do?
I'd like to take the metal staff, one of them that I have on my back, and whack the crap at its head.
All right. You can absolutely do that. Roll for an attack.
Okay. Is it? No, hold on. I need to add math here. I have to do math. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. Math is the greatest part of D&D.
14.
14. Ooh, it just barely hits. Yes, it just barely hits. So go ahead and roll for your damage.
Okay. Okay. For the damage, though, it doesn't say what kind of dice, though. So is that automatically just a d20?
What weapon are you using?
It's my staff, my metal staff on my back.
Staff. Is it
Because I have two weapon fighting, so I have two metal staffs on my back, so I can use them to conduct electricity with.
I'm trying to think. Let me look at a weapon table real quick.
Do you want me to send you the picture of my character?
Yeah, if you want to send me a picture, I might be able to decipher it faster.
Okay.
Considering how much D&D I've played, you'd think I would know kind of
You're
some of this
fine.
offhand.
It's okay.
But
Here, let me send it. Hold on.
not familiar with
I gotta find the picture first.
staffs.
Oh, there it is.
Played a staff using character in a while.
Red
Raph
Panda
was the staff
Cola
lady.
says Eskrima sticks.
All right, I sent it in the Discord and the
Okay.
chat.
Let me look and see, because I don't know. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so
Yeah, they're made out of copper with gold on the ends for electricity conduction. There.
let's
conducting.
call those. They're definitely not
two
Wisps or
maces.
Warhammer. They're Ash, you've played a barbarian more recently than I. They're proficient with pretty much all martial weapons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're gonna go with so they need to be one-handed because you're dual wielding them.
Well, it was just the one staff I took off my back. Basically, like hitting him like a baseball bat straight to the face.
Gotcha. But so it's gonna be a versatile weapon where you can use two one-handed or one two-handed.
Yeah.
So it needs. So I'm thinking a warhammer. What do you think, Ash? Does that
Sure.
sound? Well, warhammer can't be two-handed. Or no, that's what versatile means, right? Yeah, warhammer. We'll go with warhammer. We can figure this out later. For tonight, we're gonna do warhammer, which is gonna be a D8 if single-handed or a D10 if two-handed.
Okay.
Plus your strength modifier.
Technically, it would be two-handed because baseball bat, pretty much. Stop rolling. All right, you said what were if it was two-handed?
So if it's two-handed, it'll be 1d10 plus your strength modifier plus your
Okay.
proficiency bonus, which at level 1 should be 2,
hold on.
and then plus your strength modifier.
Okay.
Someone feel
They
free to correct
said-
me in chat if I'm wrong.
All right, so you said the D10 plus strength modifier and what else?
It'll be D10 plus 2 plus strength modifier.
Oh, plus 2. Got it. Okay.
Pretty certain your strength's like
10.
5.
10 total damage? Perfect.
Nice.
Well, then I also had on it. Would it be technically as counted for an unarmed strike?
Are you swinging with your... Well, because you're two-handing with the staff,
Yeah.
and that would
that's
be
the
your.
ma-
You don't get multi-attack at
No,
level
no.
1 as a barbarian, right?
No.
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 Okay, so it would just be the
just
one
making
attack.
sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, you're good.
I'm just making sure.
I actually haven't played very many classes very much, so I truthfully don't know a lot about playing D&D as
Sure.
a character, that is. Um,
I'm just making sure.
and hey, I love these conversations because there's a lot of people in chat that aren't familiar with D&D either, so it helps people understand the rules better so they can better enjoy the game and go experience it for themselves. It's not that hard. There's a whole book of rules, and it's very easy to look them up when you're not on camera trying to be performative and entertaining. Okay, so you hit it. This worm is not happy at all, and it actually, after you strike it, it burrows into the ground, disappearing before your very eyes. Mar, there is one more worm in the room.
All right, me and Sock Puppet are gonna charge it with the long sword. I'm gonna be having his mouth completely open, acting like he's screaming, while like I keep my mouth like kind of closed, and I'm like, ah, you know. But yeah, let me go ahead and roll for an attack. Let's see. Oh. Oh, 6.
No. Ew.
It does not like that, and in retaliation, assuming there's nothing else you can do, it is going to attempt to. What does that mean? If less than L. What?
Less than its level? Or, I don't know.
Less than L. Okay. Let's roll this first to find out. Does a 19 hit?
Who?
Mar, sorry.
That's not 19. That was a 6. Oh, does a
No,
19
yeah,
hit
no.
me?
In retaliation for you
Yes,
attempting to
yes,
hit it,
yes.
there's a 19. Yes.
Yeah.
A 19 hits. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, and do remember you have bless if you want to add a D4 to the roll after you
If
roll
I
it.
need to, I got 19.
A 19. That's
Yeah.
probably good enough. So it bites down on you, trying to swallow you whole. But it fails to do so. But it does do.
I was about to say that's what she said.
It does try to swallow you whole, but you're just too big. And you deal
Again,
10,
that's what she said.
you deal 10 bludgeoning damage to this poor worm's throat.
Oh!
What?
Yeah, dude! He chokes on me!
What the fuck?
Oh God.
Ilvi, you see the one worm gagging on Mar. The other one has disappeared. What do you do?
I would.
You
like
don't have to say phrasing. I'm doing it on purpose.
I would like to just walk up to this worm, and I'm like a little kinku right now, so I just waddle up to it, and I throw up acid on it. It's a dex saving throw.
Would somebody be so kind as to fill in existential nerd on what has happened tonight? So I can pay
Oh, yeah.
attention to what Ilvi's doing. Sorry. What did you say, Ilvi?
I'm casting Tasha's Caustic Brew by throwing up on it.
Oh, lovely. How does that work?
That eyeball I ate
Ew.
is the component.
God. Kaylee's gonna give you True Strike if you'd like to use this, granting you an advantage on an attack roll of your choosing.
Does that count for spells?
Is it an attack spell or is it a save?
It's a save.
Okay, so it won't count for this
Yeah,
one,
I won't
but
use that then.
Okay.
Make me a dex roll. Or
A
dex
dex
save.
roll. Alrighty. A dirty one.
Oh, sweet. What? Oh, I grabbed the wrong dice. Grabbed the wrong. There we go. I was like, why did I get a 5?
I need a 4th monitor to stream. You ever,
Do you
you
want
ever just
one?
realize
I have a
you
monitor hanging out. If you want it.
I need so many screens.
That is 6 acid damage.
6 acid damage.
And since he's covered in acid now, he's
Okay.
going to take 2d4 acid damage at the start of each of his turns.
2d4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So at the start of its turn, it will take 2d4. Got it. Is
Mhm.
there anything else that you need to do or want to do?
I can't do anything. I'm a sorcerer,
Crave
Nolan.
to do? All right, Azula. There, you've seen Ilvi throw up on this worm. Its surface hissing and bubbling away. What would you like to do?
How much of the worm is gone from the acid? Exactly.
It's not looking too bad, honestly. It's Wednesday for the worm. It's beaten down by the work week a little bit, but it still has
Okay.
some motivation. It hasn't been crushed by the corporate rat race just yet.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. Hold on, I'm thinking here. Does the worm doesn't have any eyes or a
No, I do
mouth,
have
really, does it?
metamagic and quickened.
Oh, its
Like-
mouth is wrapped around me, I think, while
Yeah.
it's choking.
It gagged on you and let you go. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, does it have any eyes, or is it just?
It doesn't look like it. It looks more like a sandworm.
Oh.
More deep!
More deep! It's all great!
Okay, how big is the worm, roughly?
I think is it gargantuan? Did I read that right? Let me that would be
Fucking
huge actually.
gargantuan,
Uh,
and it choked on me.
you're
the
huge. What do I tell you, man?
Yeah.
Take it as a
Got the
compliment.
gains.
It's large. Okay, so I believe a large means it takes up 20. So 5, 10 feet. It's a 20-foot area. So it's pretty big.
Okay. Okay. Trying to think the easiest way I can try to figure out how to do this here. Because I think all I have are staffs. I don't think I have any other weapons as far as I'm aware. Let me see.
That's fine. You can do what you can.
Can I roll for a perception to see if there are any just random, like, sharp objects around? Like, pieces of glass, swords, anything like that?
Yeah, I'll give you a free action to roll perception in the middle of combat. That's fine.
Sorry. Just kind of like
No,
looking
you're
around.
fine. It's always good to take in your surroundings. There might be a lever that just
Okay.
says "kill worms." You don't know.
I wish.
Large
Alright,
creatures are 10 feet by 10 feet. Thank you, Red Panda.
Okay, so that and then perception. Hold on. 16.
16. Before I get to the answer on that perception, Existential Nerd, let me give you a quick rundown.
Cool, I'm
So
gonna pee.
this one shot was written for a group called Castle Mac, which I don't think still does things anymore, but they did a live show in the actual Edgar Allan Poe house 6 or 7 or 8 years ago, something like that. Anyway, it's Edgar Allan Poe themed, which is unfortunate because I don't really know anything about him. So I've been relying on chat to point out, like, oh, that's an Edgar Allan Poe reference, like the Ayamandale wine or something, if I've pronounced that correctly. You've played this. That's awesome. So they went to the manor. They walked into the Great Hall. They fought the worm people. Mar here, the lovely paladin. Sliced the Lord Baron Labreem in half with his sword. It wasn't meant to be a combat encounter, but they were under the effect of a playoff surge, which made them basically mad at everything. So they ran into the room, cut him in half, and is now sort of like puppeteering him as a shield. We ruled that it still grants the +2 to AC as a normal shield does, but after the first attack, it blocks, it would fall apart. So he has the Baron on his hand currently, like a fucking crazy man. But then yes, they took a brief short rest in the bedroom there where they found him, and then they jumped down into the cellars where they are attacking these 2 worms. Well, there were 2. One of them burrowed into the ground, and Azula just took a perception check to look around this room. You notice with a 16. Weirdly enough, that journal entry that was scrawled by the Baron about how he killed his father, he included a very descriptive detailing of what he looked like, and you see the. Actually, no, you don't. Just kidding, you don't see that. But what you
I
do
see
see
nothing.
is Baroness Eleanor Rennett's body among the dead. You did get a
R.I.P..
description of her from the man that hired you. So unfortunately,
Okay.
you can return her to him, but she is dead.
All right.
Otherwise, that's all you see in this room. It's just a bunch of
Okay.
broken
So
casts.
no,
Okay,
no
am
sharp
I-
objects or anything.
Am I able to see
Okay.
her too?
Well, in we're doing combat order, so this was just something
Okay.
that Azula
Okay.
did on her turn.
Okay. All right. So I'm able to do
I think
an
it's-
action, or that was my action?
I think it's. Wouldn't it be my turn?
That's a free
Because-
action,
Oh, okay.
so
Okay.
you can still take your action.
Okay.
Okay, so is it my turn now?
Not
No.
yet. It's still Azula's.
You shut up.
I haven't gone.
Exactly.
God,
So
dude.
all right. I'm trying to think how big I am versus the worm here. Am I able to reach the back of its tail, or is it too far in the shadows in the back, basically?
With the size of the cellar here, you'd be able to run around to the back of it and
Okay.
and attack. You might provoke an attack of opportunity, just running by it like that, but you can definitely try.
Okay. I'm gonna try to run by him as he was distracted after gagging on Mar, and try to bite the very end of its tail off. Am I able to do that?
And you're trying to slice the end of the tail off? Is that what you said?
Bite.
Bite.
I'm chewing
Oh.
it off.
Oh. Yes, roll an attack. This would be considered an unarmed strike.
Okay. And then. Okay. So. Sorry. Okay. Unarmed strike. Nope. Go down. Go down. There we go. Let's see. 24.
24 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
Yay. Okay. And then the.
I think your bite has a separate.
A bite
amount
attack
of
for
damage.
Dragonborn? I think you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So.
I don't know what I'm rolling then.
Okay, so
If it's separate.
You got in front of you, Ethan? If not, I can look it up.
go ahead and I think you scroll over to actions.
Yeah, I'm on actions already.
All right. Does it have bite in there? If not, scroll down.
No, I'm not seeing it. I see rage as a barbarian, 2-weapon fighting, and my electricity breath weapon.
Oh, never
That's
mind.
not
Okay, so it
it.
doesn't actually have, from what I'm seeing, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, it doesn't have a specific bite attack. It is just considered an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Okay, so at that point, then what am I rolling again?
So that's going to be
The-
your D20, or not your D20. That'll be
The D10?
a D4 for an unarmed strike,
Oh.
plus strength, plus proficiency. So D4
Okay.
plus 2 plus, I think you said 3 was your strength.
My strength?
Yeah.
My strength is a +5.
Plus
Yeah,
5.
it's
So
at 20.
D4 plus 5 plus 2.
So 5 plus 2, that's 7. 7 plus 4 is 11.
11. Yeah, I'd say that is enough to chomp off the edge of it, or the rear of its tail. You said 11, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you bite off the rear of this tail. Ilvi and Mar, I'm going to need you both to make constitution saves. As
Wait, I
as
have to ask,
mus-
does this count as eating ass?
I think it does. I think this counts as eating worm ass. Which, yeah, absolutely. Roll for Constitution, Ilvi and Mar.
19.
Okay. 19 plus
God,
3,
you guys are
22.
fucking killing these saves. Okay. Yeah, nothing happens. Why do
straight.
Dragonborn not have bite but lizardmen do? That is a great question for Jeremy Crawford and the writers of D&D 5e because that makes no sense to me either, Holdren.
Fucking love lizard men.
All right, is there anything else that you can do this turn, Azula?
Okay, yeah, I can do one other thing. So I bit his ass off, basically.
Yep, that would be your action.
Yeah. Wait, do I get another action then? Wait,
Just
no, you get
one
a
at level
bonus
1.
action.
the bonus
you do get
action?
a bonus action, but the whatever you want to use as a bonus action has to specifically say it is a bonus action.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
looking for. I'm double checking real quick.
Gotcha.
You get,
Chat wants to know what else Strong Mommy can do other than win
God.
over their hearts.
dash, disengage, dodge, grapple, help, hide, improvise, ready, search, shove, and use an object.
Yeah, I was gonna say because the only other one I really see besides my 2-weapon actions in combat is my rage as a barbarian that I can
Bonus
see.
action, you can rage.
Bonus action rage.
I do it all the time.
In this situation, we're on the cusp of winning.
Yeah, in this turn,
I know.
this rage is mechanical rage. It allows so rage is a barbarian. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. It allows you to take half damage. So if you were to take 10 damage, you would take 5 damage. Does it
Okay.
also give you advantage on attacks, or is that reckless rage?
I don't know.
I
Or
don't
that's
know that
reckless
one.
attack.
This is my first time playing barbarian, so I have no idea.
Hey, you're good. Maybe next time I'll study up on characters so I can actually help you out. But I do
been a
know that
minute.
you take half damage when raging, and you have to take damage to continue your
Yeah, to
rage
continue your
or
rage.
attack something.
Yeah, because I was about to say, me using my electricity breath weapon, it's not listed under bonus actions technically. It's just says 2-weapon fighting, rage as a bonus action, up to a minute.
Gotcha. Okay, that is fine. So
yeah.
as you eat this worm's ass, the other worm that had burrowed into the ground rears out of the ground and goes to bite Mar. However, because it entered your space, Mar, it provokes an attack of opportunity. It is
Hell
not
yeah,
your
it does.
turn, but you get to make an attack.
All right. Well, do I have to roll to see? Yeah, I have to roll to see
Yeah,
if I hit.
roll just your regular attack roll.
Okay, 16.
16 hits. How much damage?
All right, let's find out. And while I'm swinging at him, I want to say, you know, my mom always did say I was big.
Oh god.
All right, so 3 plus 3, 6.
Perfect. Describe to me as this worm busts out of the ground and attempts to swallow you whole. How do you kill it?
I'm just going to charge at it. Is it like coming up at me?
It's like
and I'm,
coming out of the
standing up?
ground right in front of you. It like
Okay. And is it trying to go
yeah, it's
down,
like trying to
or-
like yeah.
I'm just gonna and like shove my sword straight up and have it like fall down onto me.
Yeah,
And then,
you've got worm shish kebab like all day or day. Yes, chef. Perfect. And
Yes,
that
chef.
actually leads to your turn now. So it is your turn with one worm remaining in this room. It is currently it's the same worm that tried to gobble you, and Azula has gone around to the rear to eat its ass.
Oh, okay. So
We're getting kinky with this worm.
I want to. Oh, here we go. I'm going
Oh,
to
no.
run over to the
Oh,
bit off
no.
part of the ass, okay?
Oh no.
And I want to try to take the Baron, my little sock puppet, and
Oh,
ram him up into the
Christ.
gash that's now there.
Oh Jesus.
And while I'm
Christ.
doing it, I guess, like, if it ends up hitting, let's find out. Let's just find out real quick. My D20. It's going to be an unarmed, by the way, if it ends up doing it. Shit. 15.
Yep,
God.
that hits.
All right. So it hits, and while I'm shoving him up there, I got his jaws, right? I got, like, the jaws, and as I force him up, I'm going to be biting down with his mouth.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the dead man's jaw that's being puppeted by your hands is biting down
Just 4.
inside of the worm's.
Yeah, just 4
So
So that's
damage.
that's really
Cavity.
eating ass at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, how much damage?
4.
4.
No.
Uh, It rears back, howling as worms do. You're not sure with pleasure or pain, but you have certainly caused an anal fissure inside of this worm. Ilvi, would you like to put this worm out of its misery?
Yeah, I would.
Tactical spit roast.
I would like
phrase.
to approach it from behind as well.
Oh God, yeah. Okay.
And I would like to shove my hand in its butthole that was just created and cast Ray of Frost.
Oh Lord, get some temperature play up in here.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, sorry, as my bonus action, I am departing from my sock puppet.
Okay, so you're leaving the puppet within. So it's almost
yes.
it's like a
There's still the chest cavity, but I guess the ray of frost would come out of his mouth.
It's like a mouth gag, but except with an anus. Like it's leaving a perfect hole within for which Ilvi to cast Ray of Frost
I got a
into.
21 to hit.
At 21 hits, just tell me if you do more than 4 damage.
Okay.
Which you can't do because you have bless. So like.
6.
Yeah.
Damage.
So it the worm shudders in ecstasy as it falls to the ground lifeless. You've killed it with an orgasm.
That was a
and
team
out of
effort.
its pocket falls a pre-signed consent form. Because we do everything with consent around here.
Yeah.
Except apparently, slicing a guy in half and using the top half to shove up a worm's ass. Apparently,
that wasn't
that's not
sexual, though. That wasn't.
No,
Are you sure about that?
No.
That
I
was-
consider that eating ass. That's pretty sexual, if you ask me. It's just also a little bit of necromancy at the same time.
Yeah.
Necro-assy.
So
Got that necro stussy.
are we out of combat?
You are out of combat. Is there anything you'd like to do before I continue reading on?
Perception?
Perception.
Yeah, I do want to end up seeing if I end up seeing the motherfucking
The
body
word
of-
safe word is
of
Muad'Dib.
whoever that was. Okay, fucking 14. 10
Yeah,
plus
you
4.
notice
wanna see.
among.
Yeah, I just want to see if I also see what
Do you
Glow had
see
saw.
what I see?
or is
What
it
did you? What was your raw roll on that?
a 10 plus 4.
A 10. plus
Sounds
4.
like I want to know what the worm's safe word is.
You aren't able to
Muad'Dib.
discern anything. However, you are all free to make an investigation check.
I would love to investigate.
Or sorry, while they're
Yes.
rolling investigation, Mar, you find approximately worth about 250 gold worth of salvageable high-end wines.
Oh,
Out of
shit.
16.
Okay, I'm gonna take them.
9.
All right, what's your investigation, Mar?
Oh shit! 1 sec. Let me roll.
Roll the dice.
18 plus 1, 19.
19. I don't think he has anything, so I'll just save you. So you are able to find this loose patchwork of stone wall on one area where after you kind of like you're curious about it, so you start pulling some stones away, and you find the father that the Lord Moldavia had killed and buried in there. It doesn't look like he has anything on him. It's more of just a he said he killed him. He sure did. As far as I can tell. If I happen to find some loot or otherwise from him later, I will let you know. But that's it. That's all that's in this cellar. There's nothing else. Other than the body of the Baroness that you
But we
noticed
need to
mid-combat.
bring her back
Okay,
to what's his fuck.
yes, I want to run over. This was my plan. I'm gonna take my sword out, and I want to right at the middle of her torso,
Oh, look.
just
My goodness.
cut straight through.
Okay.
Similar to how I did with the original dude.
Yeah, just on purpose this time.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it was on purpose last
well, no,
time
it
too,
was
but
it
like,
was on purpose both times, but
yeah, with purpose, I should, or not with purpose.
this will just make it easier for all of us.
Premeditated, I guess this time. Yeah. I guess what am I saying? It was all premeditated. Yeah. Yeah. Hang on, let me read this real quick. Oh shit, what was that? We got a minor illusion. Now unbound by this plane's physical form, the party has released the spirit of the worm as they see the translucent miniature version of the worm float upwards, hopefully towards Wormhala. It whispers, "Thank you," to the party.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Anytime, buddy.
Thank you, worm.
Alright,
Yes.
and I do want to go back to, being on my knees, blade in hand, right at her waist,
Yeah, you do that.
ready to press down.
Yeah, you cut the body in half.
Okay, I'm going to sock puppet. Bring her
Anybody
back,
want to
right?
stop him from doing this?
Bring her back, right? Any way possible?
He said to bring her back any way possible. I'm not
Did
stopping him.
Did I
At this
misspeak, or did
point, I
he
don't-
specifically say bring her back? Let me double
I
check.
don't feel like I could stop him at this point.
Yeah.
And it's just like going along with it.
This
It's
is
probably
like-
easier than trying.
It's a
To
train
not-
wreck, and
You
watching
go
it.
along with it. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
you're.
it's like that little meme of the dog with the hat sitting in a room that's on fire, and it's just this is
and
fine.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
this right now.
You know,
This is
the
fine.
I'm bringing her back. I'm
The
bringing proof
specific
that we
words
found her.
were bring her home. He didn't say bring
Yeah.
news of her or anything.
yeah,
He did
bring
say
her
bring her
home.
home.
Bring
So-
her home. I am doing that.
I will carry her lower half,
Okay.
and we will.
Wait,
just
wait, is
say
she-
We found her like that.
Wait, you're carrying the.
I
The
put the legs
top
on
half?
me, like.
Oh,
like
okay.
Yeah, and I'm sock puppeting the top half.
Wait, you're
Again.
wearing the lower half?
I'm putting I'm giving someone like a piggyback ride,
Oh,
but
Yeah,
it's
like-
legs.
Wait, is she cut in half?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I ran up to her
okay.
and
Mark
did
cut
that,
her in
yeah.
half.
Why did you?
Because we have to bring her back in two pieces. It's a lot easier than in
It's
one.
a lot easier to manage with in
Yeah.
two
Oh,
pieces.
God.
And we'll
yeah.
just say we found her like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
There was
you didn't
a
find her
pendulum, and
with
she
her
was in a
torso
pit.
slid over your hand, but like you did find her in two parts. Yes, Monkey Man, she was already dead. They didn't kill her, thankfully.
We would never.
Although this one probably would have.
They never. Yeah.
No. Nah.
What page were we on here? Hang on, let me get back to that. The aftermath. You return to Baron Henrik Rennett's stead, unless there's anything else you want to do in here.
burn this place to the ground.
Before we leave, I want to see if I can pull out the other Baron's upper torso from
Oh,
the worm's
God.
anus.
Ooh,
And I'm gonna strap him to my back.
you
if
can pull it
possible.
out, but it's like,
I know it's decrepit and all.
yeah, it
Broken
doesn't
up.
really resemble the form. At
Never
this
mind,
point, it
I
no
don't
longer
need him.
Yeah,
I
it
don't need
doesn't
'em.
function as a
Yeah.
shield anymore, but it could serve as a weird sort
know
of
what?
like trophy.
Well,
Yes,
I'm
I
just
will bring
wondering,
him
are you
with me.
able
He
to-
comforted me.
I know, but you shoved him so far up. Are you able to get all of him out?
No,
Or is it
not
just-
like you
I'm
can get
just
the
saying.
head and like the shoulders, but there's even less
Knees and
torso now, and
toes,
maybe like
knees and
half an
toes.
arm. Like
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna attach like the head like over where like his jaw like.
yeah,
drips
and if
onto
anything,
my-
you can blame the Baroness's death on him, and then like
This
you have
was this
you
was
can-
the man that did this to your daughter or to your
Right.
wife.
yeah, you got it.
But
You were-
nobody's gonna mention the worm in the basement.
No.
No.
That's up
What
to you.
worm?
What is? I don't remember
So
where.
please
Yeah.
tell me how you return to the Baron's manor.
Loudly.
Walking in through the front door, which is ripped off.
Wait. Was there an access outside? Because otherwise, there was access already inside the cellar, wasn't there? Through the house.
That's a good question. We'll just hand wave it and say you can like stack shit up to get out or something.
Okay.
It- If it does say, I didn't see. So
I would like
yeah.
to burn the house down before we leave.
yeah, firebolt or fireball.
The one that's a cantrip.
The firebolt. Yeah, with enough firebolts, you can effectively light the house on fire.
No evidence.
which
No evidence.
I can add the electricity to it. Maybe
Yeah,
give it a little extra
give it a little-
pizzazz.
yeah,
Yeah.
give it a little zhuzh, you know. Do you include the rows of staff housing and stables, or just the main building?
Just the main building.
Okay,
Are there
good.
any
Because that'd be like
animals
a
in the
war crime.
stables?
Yeah,
We
there's
don't want to
probably.
kill the animals. We don't want to
No,
kill the animals.
animals-
I was going to let them loose before we,
I think there's horses. We'll say that while I'm reading over this, you can let
Okay,
loose
I go
some
and I let
horses.
them loose.
Horses are evil, though.
I don't kill animals.
Yeah,
They're too, they're
I'm-
too
I'm te-
pure.
I'm technically M1, so I mean,
I'm a bird right
Yeah.
now.
birds are evil.
Birds are drones. They're not
Yeah,
real.
about you see as the as the house begins to boil down, as the house begins to burn down, a couple of swarms of rats begin running out of the building on fire. They kind of die.
Oops.
I mean that's fine. Who cares?
Alright,
about
yeah, while
rats,
that's
right?
happening, I guess they're rats. I'm gonna be trying to, like, step on them or pick them up with the Baroness's mouth.
Fuck. Yeah, you can do that.
Alright, yeah.
So I was trying to decide if you all discover this item or not, because technically it's in the. Do you stick around and wait for the manor to burn down? or
Oh
you light it on.
no.
Yeah. Okay.
We
so
walked
yeah.
away
No.
real cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you light it on fire and walk away. Got it. So you don't find the magic dagger. Got it. Okay. You return to the Baron's house, walking through the front door. It's freshly rehung. As a matter of fact, the contractor who just put it on its hinges is walking down the "Oh, how do you do? And then he spots your shit.
You were
and
great!
ah! And runs away.
Man, people nowadays just aren't that social anymore. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Sure, that's why.
Alright, I want us to walk into the house. I
Yeah,
want to see
yeah.
this man. I want my
Hang on,
reward.
I've got to remember how to do something. Give me 1 second.
I want my
here.
reward, please.
You want your
Money,
rewards?
please.
Just put it in the mouth. I don't think now's the time to be typing up an email, but
Yeah.
To whom it may concern.
Check out the poll, gang.
I want to speak to your manager.
Who
is
just
the
voted fuck
Baron
no?
understanding?
You got 2 votes for fuck no, 1 for yes. I was split yes and fuck no. We'll give that a minute here to run through. I can't believe you all just like sexually pleasured that worm. Like,
It happens.
Someone has to do it.
hey, you know what? It's dirty work, but someone's got to do it, like you said.
Yeah.
Um,
It's what makes the world go round.
yeah. We
You know,
didn't start
even
the
as a
fire.
even as a noble, being the 9th son of my family, I always took great pride in the working man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, they work 9 to 5. They don't often have
Working
time
9 to 5.
to have their ass cheeks licked clean by, you know, a man such as yourself, or a corpse such as the Baron. I mean, if you
Hey, I'm
if
just
you-
saying I started the ass eating first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You kicked off the party.
Yeah.
I
Mar
did.
took
off
I,
the
I
party.
kicked off. I did. I kicked off the. I chewed off the party.
You
Yeah.
did.
you created that line of consent, and the worm was into it, and Mar stuck a corpse up a worm's butt and bit down with the jaws
So far
of a
we
deceased
got
man.
67% yes. Oh,
71 now. It
Yep.
sounds like the Baron's going to be very understanding, which is lucky for you. We got a couple moments left here on this. I guess I should be using this opportunity to set up the memes, but we'll get to that later. 63% yes, 38% fuck no. I love that there's no. It's just yes and fuck no. I just love that I get to pawn off decisions on the chat, and I don't have to like. Because I was originally like, you're gonna walk in with his dead wife plastered across your forearm. Like, how is like, seriously, how is he gonna react to that? But apparently he's gonna be fine with it. He's just gonna be like, well, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I can't say that I would have not done the same myself.
I'm gonna keep her. Is that all right?
Yeah, it's like, may I still have her? Is she warm?
You don't need her.
You have the other one. Remember the
Yeah, you do.
half-arm torso with the...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna figure out a way to bless that in future runs, to where he's like kind of sentient and alive again, to where he like is always on my side. Moral support.
All right.
Turn him
No,
into a revenant.
no.
You walk up to the freshly rehung door. Rehung door. What would you would you like to just open it casually?
A repaired door.
A repaired door. The door is back on its hinges. How do you proceed?
I kick the door down off of its hinges again. It is
roll me a
no longer
strength check.
repaired. 25.
Hell
25.
yeah.
The door is once again it's off
Fucking
its hinges.
caved in.
The bear turns out like, oh, what was that? Oh, you've returned. And he looks super excited before Mar walks in.
No, and he's gonna hear me from outside, and I'll be, oh no, I insist, dear madam.
And he's just like,
and then like I'm going to like peer her through, and
he's
walk
gonna like
in.
he's gonna run up to her and grab her face and oh dear, you sound so sick. You must be so wearied. Let's get you into bed.
Yes, all right. And I'm going to be allow me to help her, and I'm going to walk, to the bedroom. And,
Let's see how perceptive he is. In his excitement, so far he doesn't like look down yet. He just sees her upper body, and he's like, "Oh dear, you look so flushed. Please, we need to get you to bed."
Yes, I agree. Thank you, dearie.
Oh, your voice sounds so strained.
Oh,
You all now have. Monkey Man, thank you. You have Pass Without Trace, which gives you +10 on stealth checks for the
I use my
remainder of today's
mage
show.
hand to like make it feel like she's like rubbing him on the back.
Oh, was she in a ball gown? And did you... Okay, question.
Well,
She was wearing a ball gown. Did you
Yes,
just
but
slice her through, or did
straight
you...
up, straight up.
Okay,
But
so-
I'll go ahead and pull my cloak off and like try to
Okay.
do that.
Gotcha.
So, like, my cape is like covering
Yeah.
the fact.
So you're like really just weekend at Bernieing her.
Yeah.
Got
And,
it. Okay.
Okay, so did we make it to the bed?
Yeah, you're in the bed.
All right, I'm just gonna do this and like.
Oh,
just,
thank
like,
you for
kinda,
being
like,
so
kneel.
careful with my dear Eleanor. She looks so pale.
Oh yes, he's been great, dear husband. He's so manly. Oh, well, you don't have to say that.
wait, I just want to know what happened to her bottom half. What did you do with her?
Oh my God, they're on your shoulder.
It's on my shoulder.
But the bottom half does have the ball gown. So like there might be like some shoes peering out, but it's not just like legs.
Oh, it's not her shoes. It's her.
Alright.
Her legs are like on my shoulder. She's
Oh,
a
like her
backpack.
feet are
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, I want to eye over at you, and I want to like try to like get you to. I'm going to
Put the
try to
feet in the
let
bed?
You, yes.
I
Yeah.
stealth.
I just
use,
wanna-
Reconnect it.
I use Pass Without a Trace to crawl
Yeah, roll
under
stealth.
there.
Roll stealth.
I just
Wearing
want to
that
point
ass
out,
like a backpack.
I just want to point out with the legs over the shoulder like that, and her gown being cut in half. That gown is definitely raising right over, and everything is being shown. By the
Everything's
way.
visible.
I
Yeah.
just want to know: does the carpet match the drapes?
Let me roll a D100 here, and
25.
I'll let you know. 25. Let's see. 69. Yes, the carpet does match the drapes. And The Baron rolls a natural 1 on his perception to counter your stealth, so you are able to sneak the lower half into the bed.
Come here, give me smoochies.
Oh yes, my dear, I miss
I
you
use
so
rope
dearly.
to like tie her together while I'm hidden.
Okay. While you're doing that, like, there's gonna be like a little leverage where I can like slip it out and get my hand behind my back. Oh, it looks like she's just worn out from the travels.
Can I like pull the covers over her and shapeshift into her?
I mean, sure, you are a shapeshifter.
And then pull my head out and be like, hello! I'm fine!
Oh, you look so lively!
I want a divorce!
What?
Yes!
But what? No, you're clearly fatigued from whatever heinous adventure that you had. Please get some rest. No, we'll talk about this in the morning. Please.
I kick her legs out from the bed and they fall. I'm like, oh, my little arm!
Oh my God, you're falling apart!
And then I kick my feet and I go, no, it's a magic trick. I'm running away to be a magician.
What? And you like run out of the room?
Yeah.
Oh my God! What is?
Wait. Is that her leg still on the floor?
Yeah. And the body's still in the bed. Her fucking decrepit body.
I'm beside myself. I must be seeing things. Please, let me get you your rewards and get you out of here so I can tend to my clearly delusional wife. I offered you. I don't remember. I offered you a party.
100 gold.
Yep.
Yes,
100
you
gold.
weren't here, dear. You don't know. I offered the 100 gold knighthood or a pardon.
2,000 gold apiece!
No, that's you're clearly delusional. 100 gold knighthood or a pardon. Please, each of you make your choice so we can
Kiss
get.
you real good!
I'll kiss you later, dear. Oh my goodness, something is dearly wrong with her.
What benefits comes with knighthood?
Oh, that's
Friends with benefits!
Mechanically, I have no idea. I think knighthood. I mean, it would obviously give you stature. Like if you were to go into I was like, I'm a knight. Like people will.
Oh yeah, no, I'll do that. I will become Sir Mar Divine.
My lord, yes.
Oh,
And he will
God.
knight you.
All right.
Okay!
Oh, and by the way, do you mind if I keep the prop that your wife used for the magic trick? And I
Oh
point
yes,
over
please
towards
take
the
that hideous
real-
thing out
just-
of my. Yeah, get it.
the
It's so
torso.
realistic. I don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back over and suction it.
Oh, that's so. I know it's fake, but that's still. Gross. Okay, you two. Where did the other one go? Please, Azula, please tell me what
She
you and.
she ran out the door. She was so heartbroken to see your wife so delusional and obviously a little. Yes, a little mentally ill. She couldn't handle her frail heart.
Yes, upstanding woman she is. I'm sure. What would your rewards like to be?
I'll take the 100 gold.
100 gold. Do you think she would take the 100 gold as
Yeah,
well?
sounds great.
Okay, perfect. Well,
Yeah.
please-
I think her spirit is calling to me from her running away in such haste that I think she'll take the money.
Yes, please. Haste with ye. I need to fetch my wife. But thank you again. I'm sorry to leave on such sweet sorrow, but I do hope you bid farewell.
We love
Yep,
this
and as I walk past him, I'll just go like onto his cheek and keep walking.
Yeah. Gross. Okay. Goodbye, fellow adventurers.
Bye!
And as you walk down the hill back towards the placeholder pub's weirdly ethereal door waiting for you to return, as you're about to re-enter, you just hear off in the distance, "Oh my God!" And that is where we end the adventure for tonight. Congratulations, you all have your first jobs. Oh,
Hey.
fantastic.
Am I a level 2 now?
I will calculate that later. I'm sure that you are.
Okay. You'll let us know.
Yeah. So the
Okay.
first couple of episodes that I've done this, I made the mistake of trying to capture that or calculate that in real time, and every time I've made mistakes, and then I had to like, oh wait, no, I'm sorry if you've already leveled up. Just kidding. So we're gonna do that. I'll let you know after this.
Okay.
But for those of you unfamiliar with our amazing community that we have here. Oftentimes, they create memes encapsulating moments that occurred in the game tonight. And so if you'll allow me a moment, because I had it set up with the new OBS, but now with the version I had to downgrade to, it's not quite working. So give me a moment to set this up, and if you don't currently have the stream pulled up, I do definitely encourage you to do so you can see these. It will be a little bit delayed. Perfect. Otherwise, you can always catch the memes in our Discord, playoticgames.com/Discord. I believe that is... Yes. So, the first meme tonight is the Will Smith slap Azula. Chris Rock is the weepy nobility. Yes. I forgot you had just slapped that man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly how it happened, too. Just a full-on slapping.
Just a full... Keep my wife's name out your mouth!
Yep. That's how it went down.
Playotic chat, Faye. Actually glow IRL. Yeah. Pretty much. Wait, oh, yeah, because... I forgot your Twitch username is Faye, right? That caught me off guard a couple of times.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I created I had this I did Discord and Twitch about 4 years ago, roughly.
Yeah.
And that was my original username was on Twitch, because at the time I had just started TikTok. So I ended up basically having 2 different names, not meaning to. And kind of just stuck, so I never really changed it to Glow. So yeah, that's why at the very beginning I had mentioned in the chat that I was actually Glow in the stream, so people wouldn't be confused whenever I responded to certain things. They'd be like, "What?" Thinking I was some random person.
Gotcha. Existential Nerd, you got me fucking panicking there for a moment that the link wasn't working. I was like, what? We just did GalaxyCon Richmond with that link, and you're telling me it's not working? Okay. Whew. Crisis averted, I hope. Unless you're pulling my leg again. Nobody. Mar making a classy... just beating that door down. I really need to find a way to share these more in real time so you can react to them with me.
It's okay.
One day I'll figure that out. Kaylee redeeming True Strike on Azula's pimp slap. We gotta spice it up! Which one is this? Glow's unfortunate ears?
That was when Ethan had to yell.
Oh, right,
yeah.
right. Yeah, I was like, what is that in reference to? I forgot. Trying to comfort a crying noble, slapping them so hard they gave short-term amnesia. I mean, honestly, like, consoling somebody's one thing. If you can just fix their memories, that's even better. I miss my wife. Stop crying! Potato Man at the Edgar Allan Poe references. I understood that reference. I appreciate you all calling those out, because they went right over my head. There is, I was telling, it was Aldrin, or I think it was Existential Nerd, there is a sequel to this adventure written by Arcane Library. I think it's a level 3 adventure, if anybody would like to follow that up. It doesn't necessarily have to be you all, though it would be appropriate if you did. March, safe from Azula bitch slapping me today. Ilvi rocking the Raven mask. Yeah, that you fucking pulled off a dead man. What's fucking new, right?
Rocking in the Raven mask, nice.
I just want to die laughing. Mars foot. Yeah, be careful what you ask for. Mar to the random dude in manner. Yeah, just fucking. That's pretty much it, just, with a foot and no guns. Walking in to see what Mara's doing to the bodies on the floor. That fucking shift. Let the bodies at the floor.
Funny enough, there's actually 2 songs with the same, different perspectives, but same thing happening. It's raining men. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yes.
And let the bodies hit the floor.
Yep.
Same event, 2 different perspectives.
Thank you for linking the Arcane Library, by the way. They have I've only run 2 of their one-shots so far, but they're fantastically laid out. Don't let my bad improv skills fool you. Of all the one-shots that I've run so far, they are definitely my favorites. Not only in terms of like story and content, also not a sponsor, but they're actually like laid out in a sort of like sequential way. Like a lot of times you'll notice with adventures that like you read something and you've got like flip a couple of pages to find the relevant bit, but like the Arcane Library organizes them very, very usefully, so you can just literally just kind of read through as you play through, and I super appreciate it. We did the one with the meteor thingy. I think I could have done that better to like ramp up the horror, but those are that's the other one we've done so far, is the one with like the cosmic meteor things.
H.P. Lovecraft horror.
Yeah. Ash, Kaylee, minor illusion. Just giving you a little time. Kaylee coming in with the minor illusions. This is the first week with Nyx the spellcaster having all those spells and abilities. I kind of made my best guess at the spells and abilities that Nyx should have, but if you have any suggestions, please let me know and I'll try to work it in. I will do my best to improve it over time as well. I whipped those all up since last night, so they're sort of like half implemented the way that I would like them to be. Feline shenanigans, Chloe. Always the fucking animals causing chaos around here.
Right.
Hades after getting removed for being a menace. Hades be plotting for sure.
I know, my poor baby boy. I mean,
Bro.
I love him. He's still a kitten. He's only what, like 9 months old,
No.
something like that. So he still has kitten energy, but he's a 13-pound cat.
Oh jeez, yeah.
So he's a hefty boy. Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is he's not really all that fat anymore. We've trimmed down the feeding, so he's now just more a little hefty versus chunky.
Gotcha.
But he's still 13 pounds. He dropped about a pound. He was 14. He was about almost 14 pounds, so he's dropped about a pound. He's a thick cat. Like, if you see his paws and legs, he's just a thick boy with a tiny head.
That's
You
awesome.
know, like that T-Rex from, what is it?
Meet the Robinsons or whatever.
Meet the Robinsons. Yeah, the T-Rex. I have a big head and tiny arms. He's the opposite. He's like, I have a tiny head and big arms. That's my cat.
That's fantastic.
Ethan can definitely agree with this one.
Yeah. Dude,
even his daughter said so.
He was so damn rowdy whenever I took him. He scratched the shit out of me while I was playing with him. Like, I'm covered in scratches now.
He angry.
Yeah, talking about you, buddy.
Mars foot man's
Footman's
face.
face. Yeah. Azula after the latest Playotic Surge. Oh, the Dark Vision, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I don't want to spoil too much, but there are, if you get that one and you already have Dark Vision, it's not a waste, I will just say that. POV, you just watched the Sorcerer eat an actual raw eyeball.
Where are the memes exactly in?
So if you go to the Playotic Discord, there's a I probably shouldn't have this up. There's a channel called Stream Memes under the community spotlight.
I don't think she's been.
If you go to playoticgames.com/discord, it should join.
Okay.
Cat B Kennedy.
Okay,
Cat B
buddy,
Kennedy
I
shaking that booty.
know.
You'll be casting Firebolt. Anytime I have a problem, I throw a Molotov cocktail, and boom, I had a different problem. It's every time you say it. For those of you that have seen How I Met Your Mother and are familiar with the ring bearer reference, every time you say Firebolt, I go through that dialogue in my head. It's like, are you saying ring bearer? Yeah, ring bearer. Like,
Yeah.
the guy after getting hit with Firebolt.
Quad Mr. X. Hell no. Fuck that man.
It'll be in a fight with Firebolt, pretty much.
I like the next one.
The next one, Mar with his new toy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Predator.
Oh my god. I didn't want to correct you on this one, the Barty finding bees in the basement, because it definitely was beasts.
No, it's.
Yeah.
Do you not remember the scene in Arrested Development where he was like, "Did you say bees or beads?"
No, I don't remember that actually. Ash after her last Playotic surge. That's a lot of experience.
Okay. I got onto it. Where's it at?
If you look under the community spotlight, you should see best of adventurers, stream clips, stream memes. That's where they're going to be at.
Oh, there we go. I gotcha. I see it. Okay.
Yes. Ilvi, for some reason, it was made for me! This is my hole! That's such a weird
I want to know what
comeback.
they look like when they come out the other side of the mountain, because it's not.
Don't they
normal.
show? Because isn't that like at the beginning where there's like weird stringly people, or am I imagining that?
I think that was. It's just weird.
Mark Divine, apparently. Yes.
Yeah.
Glow and Ethan this season. The most unhinged couple in the entire world. We will dominate the earth.
I know.
But it's Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes.
Which is funny. That is where I actually named my character from.
Beautiful.
I am Jose.
Well, I
Jalapeno
did
on a
because she has
feast.
electricity.
Yeah.
That's why I named her that. Yeah.
I forgot his name. I am Lord Moldova on a feast. That's what she said. Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like, oh my god,
I'm
for
a
those
millennial.
of you,
What can I
Yeah.
no, you don't have
say?
to- yeah.
The
If
joke
for
is
those
never
of you
tiring for
that
me.
remember Newt, I think Newt in this group would just, we might actually get canceled. It's like Wednesday for the worm, but he's tired from the work week, but not completely worn down yet. Me completely worn out by 6:53 on Monday. You know, he's fresh into his corporate job of enslaving masquerade ballers. He hasn't had time to be jaded yet. Glow, even excuse me, my turn. Excuse me.
Oh yeah.
I think that's when you wanted to eat the ass. Yep.
Yep.
So it was somewhere.
That fucking picture.
That's about on Sula attacking the. We miss Newt too.
That's how it went
Potato
down.
Wife.
Right there. That's SpongeBob one.
Yeah. Azula's worm fighting strategy. Eat ass, stick a dick, and suck a dick, and sell drugs. Azula and Mar eating worm ass. Chat. Lisan al Khalib!
Babe.
It's Lisan al Khalib! Worm Kitty gets thrilled, beaten, eaten, bitten by Azula. Oh. What is it? You shove a dead guy in a worm, not sexual at all. Necromancy, sexual, necromancy. Azula's home decor after coming into possession of a tub of wine. Live, laugh, love.
Me.
Oh, I had to double check that to make sure there wasn't a word I was misreading. The party burning down the manor. Yep. Entering the Baron's.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Once told
It's
me.
like,
Oh my god, the party. Money.
money.
What's that from? I don't remember. It looks like
Looks
Courage
like-
the Cowardly Dog, but
Or like
hyper-realistic.
Smiling Friends.
Oh yeah, it does look Smiling Friends-ish.
Are you sure? It looks like Adventure Time to me.
Who
Yeah,
fucking
it
knows?
could be. Would you believe I actually haven't? Oh, Hell of a Boss. It's from Hell of a Boss, apparently. I need to watch that. I have all the episodes. I just haven't watched
I've
it.
only watched a few. I've watched all of Has Been Hotel, but
Yeah.
I've only watched a little bit of Hell of a Boss.
Gotcha. Traumatize a Baron by murdering his wife. Traumatize a Baron by impersonating his dead wife. The party. Which button? Needs the
Yeah,
one with
that's
the
pretty accurate.
two. And the final meme of the night, Baron. What would you like for your reward? Money, please.
Can you please?
Fantastic. Let me see if I can get all of these thank yous here on the first go around. 1 second here, because we had quite a few tonight. We had, of course, all of the spells. Where is it?
Yes, Witchlight tomorrow.
We do have Witchlight tomorrow. Where the hell is? Why bits, boosts, challenges, charity donations, followers, gift subs, goals, hype train, polls, predictions, promotions, raids, reward requests. I guess it's okay. There we go. We had 0077 for the 48-month resub. Monkey Man gifting a sub to Nyx of all people. How could you? Monkey Man gifting another sub to Kaylee Plays. Jeb Babushka with a 33-month resub. Thank you so much. I believe. Oh, that was from last week. Okay. And of course, we had some follows over the weekend during Playotic's inaugural GalaxyCon in Richmond. Some good news, it's still in the works, but for those of you who are in the Oklahoma City area, it sounds like we're going to be running some games at GalaxyCon Oklahoma City, May 24th through 26th. Details to be pending, so if you happen to be in the area, be sure to come check us out. We don't know if there's going to be any panels or anything special yet, but for now, it almost sounds guaranteed that we'll be running some games in the tabletop area, so keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, we've got Wild Beyond the Witchlight tomorrow, as always. Every Tuesday, Ash runs us through the adventure, the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We are currently in the Feywild. We have entered the Hither. We're just getting started, so you haven't missed much on there. Otherwise, Tabletop Extra Life's Tabletop Appreciation Weekend is coming up April 12th through April 14th. I believe we're at $301 now. If I'd have to look, but we're getting up there. And so I appreciate everybody that has donated so far over the course of the year to help us reach that goal. We're trying to come up with some kind of reward for if we hit the $1,500. Normally we don't really have much, but we want to do something special because every year you all have absolutely crushed it in your support. The first year we did it, I think our goal was like $500, and we smashed that. So every year you all have come out in support for the kids and supporting their healthcare that they have no choice in not receiving because we live in a shitty capitalist country, but we're going to avoid going down that hole, unlike the wormhole. Is there anything else? The raid phrase tonight apparently is tactical spit roast. Let me see if I can find somebody to raid.
I sent you a name.
Did you? Where'd you send me a name on?
Our group chat.
The group chat, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, Taffeta Darling's rating. Okay. Or rating is streaming.
She's playing
Gotcha.
Fortnite.
She's playing Fortnite. Alrighty. So the raid phrase tonight is tactical spit roast. And yes, Monkey Man, assuming we get players, which it sounds like we do, there will be yet another episode of The Unprepared next Monday, as there is every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Anybody want to plug anything? Social media, anything you got going on? Now is your time while I get this raid set up.
Not at the moment as far as social media. I just got done with Cammy White from Street Fighter cosplay. There's not really anything much more on that. I won't have really anything coming up until probably April.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, Holdren, you're in Denver. I could always use an excuse to come out to Colorado.
Always use an excuse to go to Denver. It's my
I
favorite
know,
place.
right? Plug anything like Wormass. No, here at Playotic Games, we do anything but plug Wormasses. We open them wide up.
Bite them off. Chew them up.
Bite them off.
Get in
chew
there.
them up.
Spit them out.
Taffeta
Get
has
real deep in
disabled
there.
raids.
Oh, damn.
Shove a corpse up in the asses.
Yeah. You know,
Let's
sometimes it takes two.
Yep, it does. You need all the hands you can get.
Yeah, trust me. It's a lot more
Smoking
difficult
Dragons
than you think.
is streaming.
I will leave that. Let's see. None of the people who I normally take a look to see if they're online are currently streaming.
High Shelf Collective is streaming.
I don't know these people, so like, you gotta give me a reason to raid them.
I don't know. They're on my fucking follow channels list. What do you want from me?
I don't know. We got Dork Tales doing Fandelver.
Let's
We
do
got
that.
Lost Caravan RPG doing Veil Lancer TTRPG. You want to do Dork Tales?
Yeah, I like Dark Souls.
Total Party Chill. Is Total Party Chill online? I don't. They must be buried in the list somewhere.
Is Total Party Chill streaming? Yeah, they're live.
Okay, what are they playing?
Glitter Hearts, Magical Pals. Fuck, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Let's go ahead and raid. It's been a long time since we've done anything with them, so let's go say hi. Raid phrase, tactical spit roast, and that's all I got. I'm gonna start this raid here. Channel. Actually, you know what? Hang on. We're gonna cancel that because they have follower or subscriber chat only. So no. Fuck! I just want to raid somebody. Fuck! I just want to send our community's love to somebody. Let's go ahead and do Dork Tales, assuming they don't have any. Make sure I spelled this right. Yes.
Yeah, everybody like I follow is like not on.
Alrighty. That's about it. I got nothing else to say, so I think we covered it all. Yeah. Thank you all for hanging out as always. I really do appreciate it. We could not / would not do this if it weren't for you smiling, wonderful faces here joining us every week to watch our nonsense, because really all it is at the end of the day is making you laugh and making you smile and trying to make you forget how shitty of a world we live in, because we as humans have fucked it up. So, and with that, let's tactically spit roast Dork Tales. Hope you all have a wonderful night. See you tomorrow.
Good night, guys. Okay.
No way.
All right, we should be offline.
Yeah, we're off. We should be.